Especially if I just barrel in.
Hey, it's Ross playing the Roleplay Bubble Grader. We're playing Masks of Nyarlathotep, Shanghai.
Damn.
We are...
Fastest announcer voice ever.
Well, I have...
Shanghai. Didn't we do this a year ago?
We did. Weird. It's all... The time is a flat
circle.
This may be the finale, we'll find out. In the last session, the player characters... rescued Sylvie from Ho Feng's mansion because they didn't pick her up at the docks, basically.
We were busy.
Well, you did have good reason to be hiding.
John now hates art. All art.
Walked into a death trap in the Dreamlands. Good job. And made some other choices. So you are all now on a boat. You have met up with
the girl. Killed the guy.
Yes, you did kill the shit out of Carl Stanford. Good job. So the entire campaign, Shadows of Nyarlathotep, no longer matters. He was the bad guy of another early Call of Cthulhu campaign called Shadows.
From the reviews I've read, we didn't really change much.
Yeah. That campaign is basically preventing Cthulhu from rising up early and destroying everything.
It's also not great.
Yeah, no. There's specific adventures in it that are like, if your players are doing too well, run this because it's just a death trap to kill off player characters.
I believe that's Scotland?
There's there's several. Red Herrings, and the early 80s were an interesting time for game design. And speaking of which, so you're on a boat outside of Shanghai. And
slow boat away from China.
Well, that is a choice you could make. You do know that will doom all of civilization.
No.
We've
We're
still
away
got a
from
few
China
months.
to an island.
Yeah.
Sean was being far too clever for his own good.
Yeah.
You could...
It's a thing.
So you have multiple options. The main goal you realize now is Grey Dragon Island. The ritual...
yes, please.
Yes. You do have of course, you don't have to go to Great Dragon Island as you read the ritual.
We could go to any of the other places if we felt like globetrotting some more and we're suicidal.
Yes. The Eye of Light and Darkness.
Hey, we haven't gone to Cairo yet. I've heard it's a fun place.
Wow, yeah, that would...
We only have a couple more weeks.
And they've only gone to they've already gone to Kenya, everyone who was in Cairo. So it'd be just like waltz in, ritual, mic drop.
Well, actually, that's the point. By this point, you realize going to Cairo, Cairo is not one of the 3 points. The 3 points are the Mountain of the Black Wind, the City of the Great Race, and Grey Dragon Island.
So Australia, Kenya, and here.
Yes. So the Eye of Light and Darkness is a ritual that you understand the basic mechanics of performing it, which it requires a large group of people. First, it requires a blood sacrifice. Some blood from a person who is innocent. And by innocent, the interpretation of the text means that they have no knowledge of the true nature of reality.
Aaron's new character.
It's like, I am a warrior for Nodens.
Yes.
Good choice.
So
I would have slit your throat so fast.
In out-of-game mechanics, that you think that means...
People with no Cthulhu mythos.
Good, yep. Then you use that to inscribe a carved symbol of an eye into whatever you want the Eye of Light and Darkness to be on. Rock, stone, metal, whatever. It has to be into the landscape itself, like on a building or on the floor.
So it can't be on a cake.
That would probably not be a bad idea, because if the symbol is destroyed, it is the ritual, loses power. So it is permanent otherwise. But then you get a group of people to chant from night until dawn, and then, assuming at least one person survives chanting from night until dawn, the ritual, the eye will sink into the substance you've carved it into, becoming invisible, except to those who perform the ritual, and will be highly resistant to damage or detection. So the forces of darkness will not have an easy time finding it or finding a way to destroy it.
How many people?
The more the merrier. It doesn't specify. But if you have to, as long as at least one survives the night, it works.
We still in good with that gang in China?
The New China revolutionaries? Mm-hmm. Yes, you are.
Time for the We Are the World concert.
You're still BFFs because of that. However, it only has a radius of it only covers such and such so much of an area. You do not know if you were to do it in Shanghai, if it would actually cover Great Dragon Island.
Oh, and okay, it does have to. So when you say into the landscape,
Like the ground, or a rock, a wall, something like that.
a rock, how large?
Not too large.
So we could actually.
Well, it has to be a fixed. Well, actually, it is kind of ambiguous whether you could put it on there and move it, or if it would lose power if you do that. So,
How can we make it unambiguous?
actually, I will say your mythos advantage is you have an in to your patron deity. Nodens would know. You could contact him in the Dreamlands. Do you have any points in dreaming, by the way?
No. I was not told I could have any, so
you could. I'll give you 3 points.
Okay.
Because you're a good cultist at Nodens. And so you could contact
My master
that. Of
can be
course,
answered.
Nodens being, a warrior god / god of the hunter might, want to see that you're worthy of the gift of knowledge. Yes.
What?
The lady that's carrying around the bow
yeah.
he gave her?
Oh, yeah, I'm worthy of that gift, so
Yeah.
surely I'm worthy of another.
Da, 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 da.
And I'm British, so obviously I'm worthy. Colonialism!
Yeah.
And I like dogs, so clearly we share an interest.
Topaz isn't very expensive, right? All things considered.
Not in this day and age.
Okay. It's an 8 on the Mohs hardness scale.
Why does that matter?
I think I see where he's going with this.
If we want it to be as indestructible as possible.
But they can't find it. It would be better to make it a non-conspicuous item.
But no,
But doesn't it have to come
But it
from
could be
the
a raw
landscape
topaz.
from which it came?
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
good point.
So we'd have to rely on the fact that there's topaz naturally
That we
generated
will
on
find
Great
it.
Dragon
Yeah.
Island.
Yeah, so you could
Not
actually
really
get clarification by, I would say it's a stability check to perform to the contact Nodens ritual.
Come on, Aaron. We want to tie this thing up tonight.
Remember,
Take one for the team.
So you need a 4
Again.
or better on a stability check.
Remember what you had to roll with
Sarcasm.
there.
You
do
throw
it.
yourself off a cliff and get just the constant stream right now. I sacrifice myself for the good of the group. Do it again.
Because he was following you around in the Dreamlands. He was tacked on to your plan.
Whatever, Aaron would have survived if Sean had not been there.
I want to support.
Thanks. Okay.
Positive
But
support.
the stability check now? Or?
Yes.
Yay,
you,
infighting.
you need a 4 or better on stability
All
check.
right, I'll go ahead and spend 3.
All right.
Dang.
You will succeed.
Yes, 9.
All right, you totally succeed. Make a stability check as you
Nodens.
fall into a dreamlike torpor.
Make another stability.
Yeah, you make another stability check.
This probably won't go
You're
well.
meeting your god, so it's kind of shit just got real.
4.
Okay. You lose 1 point of sanity and 1 point of stability.
Oh, Nodens,
Yeah.
thou art so very, very big.
I can tell you, we're all very impressed down here.
Yes. So you fall asleep. You awaken in the glen. You realize you are not on Earth, but in the Dreamlands. But you're on top of a hill, and you see before you the stormhead moving towards you, and through that stormhead, you see Nodens on his
Voiced
chariot.
by James Earl Jones?
No, it's actually him. It's not shaped in the cloud. He's just pushing through the cloud.
Remember me. This is CNN.
Guys, try to have a moment here.
And there are thousands of night gaunts in the sky following him. They blot out the moon, and they swoop down upon you and carry you.
I let myself go because these are the chosen messengers of my god. I trust
Yeah,
them.
you don't really have a choice otherwise.
Sand the wind, sand the wind,
yeah.
sand the wind.
I don't think any music's playing before. Notice.
And you find yourself on the top of a mountain, and Nodens is gone. The night gaunts are gone.
Sitting on top of the world.
But there is a small cave in front of you, and you hear someone.
Later!
There's a monk in there. You should punch him.
It's not gonna work. It never works. You remember monk slap?
Just kick out the fire. It'll all be good.
You hear a voice coming from in there.
It's a shark
in English. It is a old hoarse voice, very raspy.
Here.
Nick Nolte?
Yeah, no.
Mr. Ed, actually.
No, keep it up. I'll keep this in mind when you go to do the assault or whatever. Yeah, no. Let's how much mercy should I have? Let's find out.
Hey, I've not made this many jokes.
Yours? No, yeah, keep it up then. Anyway, the old the voice. Who are you, pilgrim, and what is it that you seek?
It's Toad's Omri.
So,
It's not. It's actually a male's voice.
That's Clint Eastwood.
That doesn't preclude it from being on.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
Neither does it being.
I'm a simple warrior for my lord Nodens. I seek the knowledge to which to stop the crawling chaos from overrunning the earth.
And you have the knowledge of the eye of light and darkness.
That's like the ritual has been passed to us.
It is a one way to stop his scheme. You would have to perform it near Grey Dragon Island. The ward is bound into the landscape. Once the ritual is performed, even if you were to put it on an amulet or something else, it would affix itself to the earth and protect that area.
So we could put it on something else too.
You have to perform the ritual, and as soon as the ritual is done, it affixes itself to the landscape. So you have to be there.
Okay.
Or we have to perform the ritual on a boat that we don't mind losing.
Damn, yeah, no, man,
Can everybody swim?
yeah. That's one way of doing it. It is actually
as long
in a
as
total.
we're nearly, like, if we're pulling up, like, we just ground the boat because
We
it would
just
sink
beach it and then
anyway.
it sinks into the...
Yeah.
How would we leave?
Is there
Steal some other
any
boat.
other knowledge you
There's gonna
seek,
be another boat.
Pilgrim?
You're trying to tempt me.
Weird.
So...
This character already has zero survivability.
Yeah, just...
Because the scenario is over.
I feel that my friends, not like my new friends, may not be successful. I wish a way to defend them, not defend them while they conduct the ritual.
Boy.
I know much. You may be knowledgeable in the art of war. I am knowledgeable in the art of death. Come closer, and I will give you a gift that will help you undo one of your enemies. All right, you step forward. You see a robed figure, but you see underneath the robe, you see a canine-like snout, cloven hooves below it.
Good.
Yeah, give me a stability check. You have heard of these creatures referred to as haunting graveyards?
5.
All right. All right.
You work with Nodens.
Yeah,
You're okay
fine.
with me. Your resume looks fine.
There is one among the enemy who is should be in the graveyard, but has been unfairly taken. And my own lord finds this most offensive. Speak these words, and the scaly talons clasp onto your forehead. You feel words burning into your mind, and he will unravel.
Shake it off.
Yeah.
Somehow I imagine it's the essential salts.
So you gain that knowledge.
What are the actual words, by the way? Do I need to?
No, you don't. It's more of a mental thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Seal back, shake, then bake.
So all I ask is if you can grab his what remains of him and take it with you back to a graveyard. If you survive that far, it would be most courteous.
Sounds legit.
All right. So
Certainly, Lord.
For you.
Certainly, the servant of Nodens will always keep her promises.
Of course, but to leave this place, we are very far in the Dreamlands, a very remote place. You must leave soon, or before night falls, because things come crawling out from the underworld to the surface. But you know the quickest way to get out of a dream, don't you? No. And you realize suddenly you're on the precipice just fall. You'll wake up before
the
you
kick.
So you were shoved off the cliff. You give me one more stability check. It is a
Just
enormous amount.
because.
It's one. You think you see the jagged spikes. You feel them pierce your skin, and then you wake up.
How much stability do I lose?
Just
to that?
one.
Okay,
It
thank
was
you.
just you don't
You
remember
did
the
wake
rest.
up.
Yeah. So
Which kind of a dick move because I have had falling dreams a lot. Those are never pleasant.
so you have one advantage now. You know you have to be within a few miles of Grey Dragon Island or on Grey Dragon Island itself in order to do it. So
Question: does anybody have geology and know like a small island?
it is an
near
atoll.
Grey
There
Dragon?
are maps of it.
Yay! It's an atoll.
Did we look at maps? I
There's
think we looked
Not
at
of Grey Dragon Island. There is one of Shanghai that I've shown you.
Are they tiny islands nearby?
There are.
Yay.
If I remember correctly. Let me find
We
it.
slaughtered Gilligan, and this is where.
Wow.
That was still the right
That got
decision.
dark.
That was still the right
Here you
decision.
go, Aaron. It's probably the second one. Good luck with that, by the way.
It maybe would have been nice to know if the blood sacrifice just means like a drop of blood or like a
Oh
whole
yeah, that could have been another thing to ask, but you didn't. So
Yeah.
Are you pulling the pirates thing?
Where is Sylvie when we really could use her?
She's not actually.
she is
Not
recovering.
innocent. She knows.
is-
She had rats gnawing at her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
is.
all lightning
and she's
guns taken
badass
down
too,
in that
like
ass.
Margot. So she can help you out. She's recovering pretty nicely.
We need another innocent.
Well,
Well,
let's see.
we
here.
could ask the New China Army if they have any captives that nobody's going to pay the ransom on.
Does the innocent have to be human?
Yes,
Damn.
cannot be an animal.
What about a primate?
Still a name. A lower
Actually,
primate does not count.
It is part of an atoll. It doesn't. It only shows the island itself, but there are. It looks like there are islands nearby. It's also a fairly large island. It's like, well, not super large. It's about a mile and a half long. So here is a map of it. You can pass that around, or if you want, I can go and print it out. If you want to. Yeah, it auto rotates.
I
Not an
know.
etch a sketch.
Yeah.
But sometimes that helps. You shake it, and the accelerometer registers the different angle.
I don't think that's going to make the infant side any happier.
Anyway, so yeah, you have British naval charts that you've had access to, so you managed to look that up. Because the British and the Japanese are the only ones who've actually charted it out.
The Russians probably know too.
They're not.
There's a dock on the chart, so there would be another boat. So if we sink a boat, it doesn't really matter.
We're going to die.
Yes, there is a village.
The boat we have, does it not have escape boats on it?
Probably not.
You are probably in a tugboat or something like that, a fairly small boat. You could get access to a tramp freighter pretty easily.
We could just punch a shark and make it swim for us.
That's not
always
how that works.
Well, that's up some sea
Oh,
turtle.
and that shark punching was for completely different
With
reasons.
my back hair.
So your options are. Your primary option is to
Hold it at a
perform,
45
sneak onto the
degree
island
angle
and
or-
try and perform the ritual.
It does that.
Sneak onto a smaller island and perform the ritual.
Yeah, I'll say there is one nearby. Of course, they're within sight of each other, so if you were to do this,
But it could buy us a little bit of time.
yeah. Or you could just go the
Boat
sneak
route?
in, infiltrate, or otherwise raid the.
Or we could do the ritual twice and see which one works.
Yeah, you could.
But
That innocent is going to run dry at some point.
It's true.
Yeah.
and it's at a premium.
Yeah.
We just have two innocents. Snip, snip. It's fine.
I love how we don't know how much blood it's going to take, and you're already gleefully jumping at the fact that you think we're going to get to murder someone.
Go for the garage.
I've lost my mind a couple of times already as this character, so I'm good to go.
Is that thing in the middle of a volcano?
Yes.
It's a good question.
Full of red hot magma.
You know, stability is the able to interact meaningfully with other people.
Yeah.
Sanity is the able to believe the scrim of reality that isn't, sanity blasting mythos.
Yeah.
So really, it's at zero stability that you would become homicidal, not sanity.
I've done that before too.
Yeah, it's your sanity. You could become something like a serial killer or something.
I've been to negative and back.
So you got better.
What the?
Yeah, I
Wow.
It's like the last 5 minutes are just on.
It's like the first few minutes
So
of
put
2001.
your little hand in
I was
mine.
actually thinking of the first few minutes of 2001 where they're hammering away at the monolith.
Hold up for a second.
Really?
I should just go print it, is what I
Apparently.
Yeah.
Technology confuses and
Well,
befuddles us.
when we take a break for the dessert,
Pie?
yeah,
Hi.
I will
We have
do that.
pie.
But we still have plenty
you
of
have pie.
wow.
Peach pie.
Now they're going to pause it and buy pie.
Yes.
Good. I support the economic development of the pie industry.
An apple pie
Job
with
creating.
donut.
So in terms of you have a boatload of allies, a small boat. It's small and smelly since you got it on the cheap, on the quick. You could go back to Shanghai Harbor and get access to a tramp freighter, or that's probably the largest civilian ship you'd be able to get. You'd be able to get all the new China guys onto that. Of course, it's a unarmed ship. If you wanted access to a armed ship, you would need to get the you got it all the way to the page 6.
Yeah. I was trying to find the page lock icon on there. It's not the same as on the Android version.
Nope.
Weird.
iOS.
Yeah, blame the you have an iPhone, don't you?
I do, and I don't
So you
like
don't
the
know
version
how-
of Acrobat.
Okay, well,
I don't. I refuse. I have an excuse.
Great.
obstinance. Anyways,
Don't engage, it just makes it worse.
yes. So, some of your options, you could try to get onto the island and perform the ritual covertly. Of course, the more people you have, the better your chances of our success, because it sounds like it's very taxing on the people who are chanting. So there might be some people might pass out or die, and of course that's not even counting the possibility of the forces of darkness detecting the ritual being cast and sending an army to try and stop you.
That's what I do on the boat. Every time we lose somebody over the edge. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
Or at least a few attackers, or some other malevolence trying to infiltrate you. Or, of course, you could just try to infiltrate the island and blow up everything. Obviously, it's a rocket, and they're using radioactive fuel, so...
So that one
Radiate a bit more of the South China Sea.
well, it's farther away from Shanghai this time.
But how close
Actually,
is
I
it
think
to the
this is a
EAC?
great idea because this
Yeah.
is going to prevent China from building islands there later in the 21st century.
See, you're
thus with political posturing. If we irradiate the entirety of the
So
South
how
China
close
Sea.
is it to the EAC? Because we could accidentally irradiate the entire Pacific Ocean.
Do we just want to leave the world's death in our trailer? Trying to kind of
No, you'll save the world.
No, my irradiated cone snail will come back to save us all.
God.
That's our grand plan, huh?
Yeah.
This is how this is
That's your
Code Snailzilla.
Hail Mary pass. All right.
That's how the world ends.
So you could either try and sneak onto the island,
window.
or here, actually use this. Since
Yeah, these don't.
that
Good call. Thank you.
you could try and sneak onto the island in small numbers, a small elite group to sabotage things, or you could go in force because you certainly have enough guns and
Lightning guns?
You have lightning guns, but you also made a deal with those arms dealers to get yourselves a boatload of guns. And you also have New
Boat
China.
What?
I like the boat plan.
Okay, yeah.
Boat.
If we have enough people,
Fortress
then
boat
some
plan?
could stand guard and some could do the chanting.
Yeah.
Of course, there is the problem of if you cast it over open water, and you believe that they have Deep One allies, certainly from the fact that the Dark Mistress was crewed by hybrid Deep Ones, that might be difficult.
We just have the ladies make them feel awkward again.
I think full-on deep ones would not feel awkward.
Yeah.
Well, we could disembark the boat and do it somewhere nearby.
Yeah, on a nearby island. That would be the ritual.
Well, but we don't know the range.
I thought we did.
You know that there is an island. If you do it anywhere on Great Dragon Island, it would certainly work. And there's basically a sandbar nearby that you could do it on, like half a mile away.
We should throw it into the volcano.
Oh yeah, you could if you could infiltrate the volcano and perform the ritual without being detected, or take out all the defenders and then perform the ritual. That would be spiking. Yeah, that would be total victory.
I would come up with.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and
Or yeah, if you could cause the volcano to blow up, that would be pretty. That would be a pretty complete victory.
No, we just drink a bunch of orange soda and throw a guy named Joe in.
Yeah, not clearly obscure
We're good.
1980s Tom Hanks movies.
Is it really that obscure?
Comparatively to his other films.
Joe versus the volcano.
that's pretty obscure.
Yeah.
You know, you not knowing a movie from the 80s is no scale for obscurity.
Okay. The thing is, if I think early Tom Hanks, I'm thinking Bosom Buddies.
You would.
That's Joyce.
That's like the first thing I saw.
So, in terms of your odds, yeah, you don't know. You probably it depends on what you think your group's best strengths are. I mean, do you think open combat, fighting is? But certainly, you have the advantage of surprise if you raid them, or you could if you didn't screw it up too much. Of course, you know, as a British person with connection with the British Navy, you could attempt to enlist their aid. Or actually, you realize any navy, any of the 14 powers.
Actually, no, you know what?
Because-
you know what?
Yeah.
It's the fucking end of the campaign, and I've relatively tried to keep a fairly decent, you
Sure.
know, cap on metagaming. But since you, Ross,
No.
pitched it into the Knights Black Agents connection the last time,
Yeah.
then I feel no problem with doing this.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you for a connection.
Okay.
Someone who I know who is a part of what will eventually be Majestic 12.
All right. Majestic 12 is American, though.
Oh, yeah, sorry. What's the British version?
Pisces.
Yeah.
Pisces.
All right. Yeah. No, you could certainly know someone that, and you were there. You helped sabotage the Dark Mistress engines, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know that they have
I
valuable military
personally did it,
technology.
yeah.
So that would be your hook.
Yeah.
So you could go back into Shanghai to meet with him. What's his name? He'd be a.
I have countdown here.
You'd be a captain. This is I don't know if the history of Pisces goes all the way back to.
Well, it's got to have some sort of connection. It's
Yeah.
the Brits. You can always trace it back to
Anyways,
the generation.
for those of you who are not familiar with the intricacies of Delta Green, the Pisces is a occult covert agency in the UK military apparatus.
Not really great guys.
Well, they have in the book, out of character, they have been by the modern era. They've been compromised by alien parasites.
Ian Royston.
Yeah, Ian Royston. All right.
Just coincidence.
So many Roystons.
So yeah, you can contact Ian if you got back into Shanghai.
Or anywhere else. We could, I mean, how far from Hong Kong are we?
You'd be a couple days. It would be at least a couple days
Okay.
to get
just,
to Hong Kong.
you know.
You could go make a side trip, meet Roger Carlyle. He's in a sanitarium there.
Don't really care about that so much.
If I see him, I'm lightning gunning his ass. So
He's practically
He is kind of responsible for all of this
He's
shit,
a
regardless
It's his
of
fault.
what
I'm
Ross
shooting
is
him.
about to tell us.
period.
he's extremely insane. I mean, he's at zero sanity. He's basically, you know.
So repair of reputations. We shoot him before he does anything.
He is harmless, but yeah, he's just in a sanitarium, a victim more than anything else. At least,
So
Jack.
we put him out of his misery.
Well,
Wait.
wow.
We could, but there would be no problem with it taking a couple of days because we're not actually on a timer so much
Yeah.
Are we?
that we know of.
That you know of, yeah.
Okay. To
Oh,
do
great,
that-
Nodens. What did you say regarding timeline?
Contacting Knowns more than once to answer every little question is a great way to piss off Knowns.
Oh,
You can go ahead and do it. I filled my quota for today.
oh no! What is the corn futures market going to do this year?
Yeah, that's a little much. Knowns ain't.
I'm a hunter, not a farmer.
Or an
We
investor.
do not reap.
So what
I
was
do
it?
not
So yeah, you go to Hong Kong and then arrange to meet Ian down there. So that would take about a week, probably.
Well, okay. If it's going to take a week either way, then obviously we can't be on that close of a time scale. Because, right?
Do it.
Well, you don't know. I mean, I'm telling you how long it would take to arrange a meeting with Ian if you go down to Hong Kong.
Okay.
Either way, this ends today. So
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to do that, you can.
I mean, I guess the question we're really
You have
asking
read the texts of some of the major leaders of this conspiracy, and they say January 14th, 1926.
Right, but they're assembling the thing here.
Yes.
But the portal's going to be over the Indian Ocean.
Yes.
So presumably they're going to move it at some point.
not how much.
No, you read the plans. The plan is to launch the rocket. When the rocket explodes over the Indian Ocean, that will create the portal.
Oh, so somehow they've come up with things with the range of an ICBM?
They have a nuclear powered ship.
great
all right?
one did it.
Yeah. They have a nuclear powered ship. Or they had a nuclear powered ship.
Yeah.
They had the access to the Yithian technology. They give them some credit. Jeez.
Fine. Okay.
So,
well, then, yeah, let's not assume we're on a time budget and go to Hong Kong, where presumably our heat score will be lower.
All right, so you go down to
Although they might not be so keen on a Brit in Hong Kong.
The British are still in control at this point.
They are, but locals would not be happy about that.
Well, I'm not meeting locals.
yeah, he's meeting Ian.
Yeah.
Okay.
In character,
Yeah.
not out of character. Like, legit out of character. In character, colonialism.
Yeah. It's a
No, we're not in
hard
Cairo. You don't need to walk like an Egyptian.
trip to. Somebody roll a d6 and don't roll a 1.
Done.
All right.
Done all
Wait, why is
around.
everyone rolling?
I don't know. I don't know. I said one person, and Bill rolled first.
Between Aaron and I, like 3 times 2 equals Bill's score.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
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 I need more rum.
Where's all the
So it is a hard trip to Hong Kong because your boat is not very well outfitted, and you're really overpacked with all of you,
Friends.
Jack Brady, Sylvie,
I
the
thought we left her in
historian.
the hospital.
No, I thought you took her with you because
Oh, right, yeah, a hospital was a bad idea.
Yeah.
yeah, and you don't want to abandon your friend again. That would definitely be a sand hit for.
Don't leave me.
Plus a few new China people to help pilot the boat. So it's a very cramped.
Chinese labor.
Yeah. And so you get eventually to Hong Kong. You can find lodgings there. They actually have a whole thing about Hong Kong in the companion, which I didn't read because I didn't expect you guys to go to Hong
Actually
Kong.
go there.
Yeah, because you're like, screw Roger Carlyle and screw those leads.
Bill looks like an advertisement from the 80s.
Yeah. So
Any plots?
if by the time you get there, the boat is pretty bad. So you either have to one person has to spend 1 credit rating to get nice rooms, or you'll have to make health checks to avoid getting
Done.
sick. All right.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
You actually get nice rooms, and give me one more d6 roll from one.
I'm doing it.
All right. No one notices you in Hong Kong because you left, and the cult is looking for you in Shanghai. You don't know you don't know what's happened to your own home, Sulan, but or anything else. So yeah, you don't know what's going on in Shanghai. But yeah, you contact Ian. He was in Shanghai, but you can tell him to come down to Hong Kong. Are you
It's
making?
gotten too hot up there, see?
Well, what are you saying? You have to give me your real name, so there will be a risk there. You don't know if they know your real name yet or not. So.
Do I actually? I mean, if I know this guy, surely he and I know each other well enough that we have ridiculous British nicknames that we know each other by.
All right. Well, do you want to make a point spin to help? Cryptography would, of course, be perfect.
Nope, wrong Cthulhu game.
This for a nickname? What?
Well, to securely
That's not even.
to arrange a meeting without raising suspicion, and also to convince him to come down.
Didn't you already have a nickname?
Yeah, Reggie.
Reggie, which is pretty. Is that Reginald? That sounds like a Reginald. Like,
Nah.
But that's my middle name.
yeah. All right.
Unfortunately, I am out of the things that would be immediately useful,
Okay.
namely bureaucracy. I'm assuming reassurance won't really find
You
the
can.
bag.
That's the thing is, if you want to tell him like anywhere close to the truth, you can get him there automatically. But you need to, if you want to be oblique about it. There are a couple of ways to do this. One, you could actually go to someone in Hong Kong and try to convince them to bring Ian over here. That's, not using your name, but then you have to talk to that person.
Turtles all the way down.
Yeah, turtles. It's like how much risk you want to put. You don't know.
What is Ian doing? Like who
He is in the Navy.
Yeah.
He is a
In the
captain.
Navy.
He is
Way too early.
He is a captain.
In the Queen's Navy?
In the Queen's Navy. I'd say
In Her Majesty's service.
These are his brothers.
Could we,
sisters,
as a
cousins,
group-
I would
aunts.
say, he's part of the general staff there. Not commanding his own ship, but overseeing.
So his
the
name's
fleet.
Darling.
Yeah.
So could we use bureaucracy other than Bill to send him a message of some kind that would be suitably enticing to get him to come visit?
Yeah. What is the lure? You know him well enough.
I think the former madam has a pretty good lore.
Yeah. You can make a bureaucracy spell.
That's true.
Okay.
We both know him in different senses.
This is a sailor in the British Navy.
Yeah. So you can lure him to Hong Kong for false pretenses. So it took you a few days to get down there.
Really wish I was better on my Pinafore right now.
It takes a few days for him to get the telegram and to come down there. Where are you going to meet him?
At the hotel we're staying at?
No.
We book another hotel because that's our
All right, let's look at fucking Hong Kong.
4 hours later.
A slightly cheaper
a
hotel.
public-ish place.
Oh no, they got a
Wonder
place in
I can
Hong
rent
Kong.
public
by the
house,
hour,
even?
Ross.
Or the jockey club.
I don't know if they have that.
That'd be great. We'll go to the Jockey Club.
All right.
We'll go to the jockey club and use one of their private rooms.
All right,
Like
then we'll take another point of credit rating to
That's fine.
set that up.
It's legit.
Meet me in the
A
jockey.
dining club in Hong Kong.
There it is. There's
Melissa
the Peninsula
will
Hotel.
manage it.
The Yellow Lily
True.
Bar.
My childhood friend.
You go to Kowloon Walled City for no reason whatsoever. That's not gonna say they have quite a bit of information about
Strike the Jockey Club, that's where we're meeting him.
Kowloon Walled City.
No.
Yeah. It's actually not as built up back then as it is now, as it was in the 80s.
Perfect.
But yeah, so you go to the Jockey Club. It's very nice. Ian shows up. The rest of you are there in new clothes because you didn't bring anything with you. So that was part of your credit rating spend was to get new duds, so you'd be presentable.
Yay, my money did more.
We ate way too much really good food.
Well, yeah. I mean, you might as well enjoy yourselves.
I fast for noodles.
Exactly.
Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die.
Yeah.
It's true.
Kind of.
Well, it's more like between life and death. It's a horrible.
So you have a private room at the Jockey Club. Are you all? I guess you're all there waiting for Ian. Sylvie wants to go, obviously, and because she's part of this investigation now. She's in it to win it. Jack Brady wants to be there as well. So the other NPCs can't take a pass. And so Ian shows up. He sees a very full table. He's like, Reggie, what's this balderdash? This is a very...
Well, you might recall some of the odd goings-on that we have jointly experienced in our experiences.
Yes. Closes the door, sets down.
Yes, a bit of that pish and tosh again.
Yes.
Even if it's not British slang, I'm just making it up.
Works for me. Sounds authentic to me.
And our English listeners wander away again.
Oh, no,
They
I'm
haven't
sure-
returned yet.
Not since the shard.
That's what they get for spreading the language across 3/4 of the globe. We get to reinvent it the way we damn well please.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
So you have... are you going to tell him the truth?
Well, yeah, I was just starting obliquely
Okay.
because I'm British.
Yes, clearly.
I will info dump on
Tonight
All right.
on BBC.
So all of you are there. It is a very... And you don't have... one thing, are you going to show him any physical evidence? Are you going to show him any of the tomes, the lightning guns, anything?
Yeah. Hey, do you want to show him your eye? That's a great trick.
So I take out my eye and I start polishing it.
All right.
And it starts to glow.
It
and
does.
Then I put it back.
It actually...
this looks very badass the way I'm imagining it.
Oh, no,
actually.
it does. In fact, he could hold it up and look through it and see...
It's like Dirty Harry with a glass eye that he's scrubbing and then putting back.
So he will make a stability check because he's seeing things from the eye. He's like, all right,
British.
British Navy.
Stiff upper lip and all that. So the let's see, lightning guns, the tomes, and the eye. So that would count as 3 points worth.
Do we still have the celestial periscope?
Yeah,
also
I think
have
you
the
do.
bow.
Yeah, we have that. We have the bow. I mean,
Well, the bow just looks like a bow. Until you shoot something monstrous with it, it's not going to do anything. It's it doesn't glow in the dark. It's not a Skyrim bow.
Wait, would it glow in the hands of a
No.
Nice try.
That's bullshit.
Well, is he officially convinced between the eyes?
He is officially convinced with those 3 things. He is officially convinced to help you. Now, he is not the Lord Mucky Muck of all things in the Navy. So there's a limit to how much he can give. What he tells you, Ian, and this course takes like an hour, and you don't let any waiters in to eavesdrop or whatever as you're drinking tea and eating dumplings, basically.
That's a weird combo. No.
Well,
depends on the tea, I guess. If it's an Asian tea, it's fine. Never mind.
yeah, it's a green
Weird
tea.
tangent.
Yeah, jeez.
It's like we're in Hong Kong.
I was
or something.
imagining Earl Grey with dumplings, and that's just wrong.
No, that would work. So.
Jasmine.
Yeah. So he is on board to help you. He wants to know. He obviously he trusts your judgment. You realize because you haven't sent anything back in a report about this. Obviously, yet. So
waiting till we had the entirety of everything for the after action.
Right.
As you understand,
it would take time to organize a response, and I know you and I trust you, but my superiors won't, and they want something concrete. If you were to give us one of these alien weapons for research and development, we could.
But at the end of the mission, we will turn all.
Well,
of
that's assuming any of them make it back.
Okay. We're trading one lightning gun for.
We do have the one that doesn't work because it's all out.
That's true.
That sounds good. They really want to see it.
Tell them to look at the bottom of the bag.
We'll get there.
It just requires a DC adapter. You'll be fine.
How can he tell that it's out?
Well, they will try it, and if it doesn't work, they'll think it's a fraud. So, unless you tell them up ahead that one's empty, and we don't know how to recharge it.
All right.
Which it still has value because then the boffins will try to recharge
I
it.
rip out my eye and I give it to them. It's caused me nothing but trouble. Have fun.
The Ross giveth and the Ross taketh
The thing is that so basically,
So
the way
they
it
don't
works-
want my eye rods?
No, that will help.
Cosmic power?
So with the 3 things you've shown him, and you told him
the 2
everything,
things.
you get his basic aid. And what it tells you is that he on his own can organize a reconnaissance mission. They can send out a gunboat and to scope out the island, land, and see what's going on, and then come back and make a report. Obviously, if they don't come back or they come under fire, that will escalate things.
International incident.
Well, that's the thing. No one claims the island.
We could play this a certain way, because in 1925, the League of Nations is enacting a huge anti-slave trade campaign. So we could claim that there are white slave traders on the island, and therefore the British, being the main supporters of the League of Nations, are basically obligated to pursue that option to the fullest extent.
Well, you have no evidence of that.
This is our cover.
Okay. Well, yeah, they can use that as cover, but it's what motivates them. And what will motivate them is weapons technology they can use to advance. So if you had an empty lightning gun is worth so much. A charged lightning gun is worth much more. and telling them that there's a rocket in there. Holy shit, that's
Oh, yeah,
awesome.
we would-
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
We were giving them all the information.
Yeah.
So one charge lightning gun in the
for
rocket.
free, he will send a reconnaissance thing, gunboat to recon the place.
Okay.
Come back and make a report, and based on that report, they will then make a decision about how much support to lend you.
How big's the gunship?
A
Does that
gun-
bring a lot of notice
well, yeah, certainly.
to an island like 300 miles in the middle of nowhere?
No one owns the island. It's
Are
not.
there people on the island?
There are people on the
Really?
island, but they're unclaimed. They're just, they're just poor fishermen. Nobody
Oh,
cares.
it's not
Russia's
the cultists
unstable
aren't
at the
on the
moment.
island.
No, the cultists are on the island. They'll notice. The cultists will surely notice, but internationally, politically speaking, no one gives a shit about them.
The Japanese might, but that's okay.
No, they're not claimed by the Japanese. The Japanese,
But they might be feeling territorial just because they feel like they can. I think
right?
that would
If they feel there's something in it for them.
Yeah.
But if the British go out to recon an island, no one gives a shit about.
So yes, we might potentially be tipping off the cultists a little bit, but only in as much as, a boat.
Well, no, the boat will land with Marines, British Marines, and they will go
They'll
around.
last all of like 30 seconds.
Probably. And the thing is, in a sense, if you want to be really callous, that'll help you because then, armed resistance, we can't let those, pagans do it.
Charge of the lightning gun brigade.
So that's the thing. So it's a tiered level of support. The more you give the British Navy, the more they'll support you in return. You're already getting some support in that they will recon the island and tell you, they have a chart of it, but that's not who knows how. That's on a very recent chart, and they don't know what else.
Are we using them as a distraction? Is that the main plan here?
You could do that, or
Because
I don't know if
if
we've gotten farther
so,
than-
would they want one of us to go with them and demonstrate the lightning gun?
because the thing is with the recon, they're not going to launch an assault without doing a recon anyway. But if the recon comes back and the
That
report
doesn't
is
sound very British.
they might do an assault if you escalate further. If you give them a charged lightning gun, you tell them you have a meeting with the admiral, and then you make your spends to convince them we need to assault it now, no recon, and then they could send in the fleet. They have several warships in the area.
At that point, yeah, that's where the whole slavery cover story comes in because
Right.
that's our training accident.
So that's the thing. It's how you want to play it. You want to you could use them as a distraction time, your own infiltration with the recon. You could get.
Although we have to do the ritual over what sounds like approximately 12 hours.
Yes, that's if you want to do the ritual. You can forget if you wreck that rocket, you've basically stopped them. And certainly if you kill,
Cost benefit, though.
yeah.
Why
You-
don't we have them just defend us while they do the chant?
Because they're still going to do the recon first anyway.
Well, that's the thing. You could to get on that gunboat for a little more political spending, and then there's you need to defend us while we go and do this. We chant for 12 hours. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Just trust us. Trust us. It would be another spin to convince them to work with the New China revolutionaries.
Credit rating ought to do it.
Credit rating could be a spin.
Done.
Well, no, not with the captain. You have to meet with the admirals to do that. The captain can order a gunboat to go there and back. He can't order them to shell the volcano from a distance or anything like that. Well, that's another
Shot it
option.
from distance.
Yeah.
It's the only way to be sure.
Wow, listeners at home, Sean's eyes are very, very giddy right now. He is very happy at the idea of shelling a volcano with radioactive rockets in there. Anyway,
Yeah, and by the way, we do tell him about the, in course of telling him about the nuclear-powered boat, we do tell him that probably the, driving material for that is sitting at the bottom of the, Shanghai Bay.
well, that answers a lot of questions for him.
Yeah.
He will.
Might want to retrieve that.
Yeah. Let's see here. Are we out of Coke? It's all rum and Coke without Coke.
Is that the last of the Coke?
American in this group.
There's a little more. Did you want some rum and Coke?
Might as well
Yes.
get in on the rum and coke now. I've had a glass. Ross has had 2 now. Aaron's got a glass.
I just got my second glass.
Rum it up.
Yes. So Ian is on board. So it depends on what your plan is and what you want to pitch to the people. So, but yes, he suggests you accompany him back to Shanghai. He can. There's another a British ship leaving tomorrow morning. And you
About that.
Yeah.
Back on the road to Shanghai.
Well, with the military, I'm sure that would lower our.
Right.
our
Yeah, we'll like coming in town,
legit.
courtesy of our British Navy friend, lower our heat issues.
Would a demonstration help get them to bring out the naval?
It would be a group roll, and the response would obviously be different. They may not go up and shank you while you're surrounded by a bunch of, armed soldiers or sailors or whatever. But that doesn't mean they'll be like, it's those assholes! All right. And then them waiting for you to leave the protection of the British Navy.
I thought the heat was for the police.
It's for everything.
There's cultists and other people watching you. It's basically for everybody who means you harm, which is
a lot of people.
a large portion of the Shanghai population at this point.
It's like 57% of the globe.
Yeah. You can go back with him. So back to Shanghai. It's it's
Can we discuss our plan? I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, are we
Yeah,
wanting
so,
to
I mean, this
blow
would be-
up the rocket? Are we wanting to just take out the cultists? Are we?
I say we blow the volcano. No.
Yeah, much as I have generally fought against it, I feel like this is one circumstance in which blowing the fucker up
Is
might
not a
actually
good
be
idea.
the best.
Victory!
Victory through superior firepower.
If they're willing to blow rockets at the volcano from a ship while we sit there,
Would a
why
demonstration?
would we not do that?
Would a
I don't know.
demonstration do it? Would they accept a demonstration to bring
Okay.
out all-out naval force?
Now, not being the one who, survived with characters to carry them through from Australia, like, what are you actually wanting lightning guns for after this point? Why not give them up?
I'm okay with giving them up as long as we know that it's going to get us what we need.
Intimidation
actually.
That's a fair shot. And giving the British Empire a shot in the arm to renew. Like, oh, yeah.
Well, nothing bad could possibly come of this.
No,
This is
the,
going to
I'm a
lead to
member
the
of the
final
British-
I want
revelation,
to
isn't
hand
it?
my lightning gun over to the British.
I'll give him the one that I.
yeah, let's go nationalist.
Yeah, no kidding.
Saving the world's one thing, but I want to make sure America. What nationality is your new character, by the way,
Keep it
Aaron?
accurate.
Oh, British.
All right, Ross.
Too
So
many
I'm
trips.
going to give my somewhat used
All right.
lightning gun. So out of 32, I've only spent 8.
Oh, wow.
So they can have that.
No. Keep that one. I'll give them the one that only has 14 left.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Keep
Yeah.
the better loaded
Okay.
one. Here.
Okay, so you get back to Shanghai. Aaron, give me a heat check. Roll a d6.
And
Other hand.
Good job. I call it the spinning group.
And it's
Roll
off
on
the
the
table.
I used to roll
And
on.
it's a 1.
The first one would have been fine if you could have rolled on the table.
Everyone, give me a sense trouble check.
Everyone or Aaron?
I will throw
Everyone.
2.
4.
I got 4.
Where are we? What's
You were traveling from the ship to the naval offices.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're saying we're on a dock?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're.
Yep. We should have bought a
You
plane.
didn't want this hand to roll because this hand rolled well. It switches on me.
6.
I got a 10.
Okay, did
4.
anybody roll less than a 3?
No.
Nope.
Okay,
No.
Sue Lon,
Oh.
you do not get an action.
I don't have a lightning gun anymore.
It's in Syrian. It's in Syrian, or I guess soon to be Syrian. As soon as he turns in a lightning gun, they give you they'll give you a title for that shit. So
Title for anything anymore.
those of you get it 4 or better. That was the target number for those of you that cherry, whatever it's called. You see a large group of idle. You think they're sailors.
Idols.
Yeah, not idols, but idle sailors. One of them, in fact, one of them recognizes you, and you recognize him. He's not a sailor; he's a warehouse worker. And it looks like he's gotten promoted. He's leading a gang now, and he recognizes you. Then he looks at his comrades. Then he looks at you. And then he yells out in Shanghaiese, "It's them!"
Actually, can I possibly spend a point of intimidation before we do this, just to look around, going, no.
Oh no, it's on. It's on like that. He's a bloodthirsty cultist, and you guys left him high and dry.
Sir Ian, may I have my gun back, please?
Well, that's one action you could do. So you're there with Sir Ian. The NPCs are behind you, and Sylvie, Jack Brady, destroying the New China guys. And you're basically waiting for cars to show up to drive you off. And so it's just bad timing on all parts. Or great timing if you're a cultist. So you will all, those of you who got a 4 or better have an action you can do because he... Tongue has recognized you and is calling out, so they will act. You can't just silence them to prevent the entire thing. But you all can, at this point are paranoid and cagey. So
did we really leave him high and dry? I mean, I got his sister back for him.
Yeah.
And then just said we would tell him if we needed anything
he worships Nyarlathotep, so he's not exactly a...
You told us he wasn't that... Yeah.
You left for like a week, and he didn't know if he was going to get killed or not. Plus, he realized...
Well, clearly he's done better for himself.
Exactly, by selling you out.
That's not how this works.
Yeah, that is how worshipping Nyarlathotep.
It is.
Okay. Sailor boy, give me my gun back.
Well, that could be your action.
That is my action. Give me the gun back.
Okay, so you tell Sir Ian. Ian is just like, what? What are you doing?
Trust me, this will be a demonstration. Give me the gun back.
You can you do that, but Ian does not perceive any danger yet, so he will do it after he sees trouble. So you're being polite.
No, I'm not being polite.
All right.
What time of day is it?
It is, I will say, morning.
Is there anyone else around the docks?
Yeah, there's some actual people working. People are getting sick, but work has to go on. People don't know much about radiation yet.
What's the skill for kick the shit out of a British sailor?
Scuffling.
Scuffling or athletics, if you just want to grab it out of his hand, either one.
Do you mean intimidating?
Are you making any spins?
Nope, unfortunately.
He's like, what are you doing, man? Have you lost sense of your nerves? Anyways, that's your action. Aaron, what are you doing?
If we're trying to get it back, look over, spend a point of intimidation, give him the gun.
Okay, you're yelling at Sir Ian. He's just like, what is going on? I thought I could trust you. So he's very confused, but he will. You can, on your next action, you can get the gun. You were that was your action. Anyways, Anne, what are you doing?
Are there any taxis nearby?
There is one down the street, slowly making its way towards you.
Taxi!
All right, you are doing that. Marga or Sulan is just
I have
like,
no idea what's going on.
you're just like, oh, back in Shanghai.
Yeah. I'll follow her.
How many? You're just
That's what I
being
usually do.
philosophically like, would I see any more sunrises in Shanghai? So,
My home, my city.
Bill, what are you doing?
Will it remember me?
Okay, so I don't have one. You guys were the ones that had them. I only borrowed them and then I returned them.
He wasn't in. He wasn't in Australia. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you.
Wow.
Damn.
Harsh.
Really? Really?
Anyways, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm still kind of unclear on the scene. We're on the docks. There's a
You're on the
press of
docks.
people in general. Are
the
there other
cultists,
ships unloading?
Tongue
How
and-
busy is this?
It's about half capacity. It's not quite full swing.
Okay, so there's not a press of people.
No.
There's...
They're about 200 feet away. They're pretty far away.
Okay. But it's the 20s, and it's Shanghai, and it's a shipping unloading dock.
Yeah.
So, is there anything in the way of crates, building materials, anything between us and them?
Yeah, there's some.
Okay. I spend all of my sense trouble, which gives me 4 in my pool. I'm spending all of them as athletics. I am going over, barreling with destructive intent into whatever I can to hopefully go all Kung Fu movie on it and create a barricade between us and them.
Okay. There's some scaffolding nearby.
All right.
And there are some barrels, some crates of fish.
And for some reason, 2 guys carrying a pane of glass.
Yeah, why not?
And a fruit cart? A fruit cart.
No. No free card.
That is
Wrong part of the city.
Yeah.
bullshit.
Cabbages!
Yes.
My cabbages!
So go ahead and give me a roll.
7.
All right, with 7, you kick out the load-bearing pole for one of the scaffolds. It comes crashing down. Fortunately, no one was on it, and it creates and knocks over the crates of fish, which burst open. So there's flopping and dead fish all about. There's that. Yeah. So you rush out and do that pretty quickly. So there's a big cloud of dust in the air from all the mayhem. You hear in Shanghaiese, those of you who can speak Shanghaiese, which is probably all of you, that the tongue is yelling out, it's them, the saboteurs, get them!
So I hear that now.
Yes, you hear that.
All
So
right.
now, but
Start
because of Bill's action, they're slow. They can't quite see you, and so they're making their way towards you. Let's see how well they do. I'll do this as a group. They're spending 1 on their athletics check.
Ha!
It's a 4.
That's a 4.
I thought that was a 1 because
No.
of the weird hole in his dice.
But there's 2 other pips.
I didn't see the other pips.
Okay.
Lighting.
So basically, you're shouting first, asking questions later. So you really are your characters.
Yeah.
Yep.
So with a 4, they're getting close. They will not be able to melee. Bill, one of them does have a hatchet he's going to throw at you. There's one in the lead. So he'll do that first. He'll spend 1 on his weapons check.
Good.
And that's a 6. It's a d6 minus 1. So that is 2. Ow.
Now I have a hatchet.
It clatters to the ground next to you.
Yeah,
So you have that. So but they have been slowed down temporarily by all the chaos of the collapsing scaffolding and whatnot.
Weird.
Give me my gun.
Okay, you are. Well, hold on. We'll do this in order. Aaron is first.
Give him his gun.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
He is the
How
moon.
close are the cultists to us now?
They're about from you about 150 feet. They are they close about 50 feet. Bill ran up quite a bit to knock over the scaffolding.
Run.
Do you know how many there are?
How many are there?
There are many.
There are many. Okay. Is there a taxi coming to where Margot is?
The taxi is slowly making its way. The taxi driver could not see the
on Horde.
the chaos that is about to happen.
All right. I will ready, and yes, I'm going to say I have because of that. I took the cavalry saber off of some soldier, so I have that.
You could spend 1 from your weapon pool that you got from the arms dealers to say you have a cavalry saber. That's,
Sure.
All right.
But I will make a beeline for where Margot is to make sure I can defend my friends when they
Okay.
they get to the.
You draw your cavalry saber and try to hail a taxi.
I didn't draw. Say I was drawing it. I just said I have it ready.
Okay,
so.
you have it.
It's
Sheathed.
it's on my belt. And
Okay. All
A
right.
woman waving a sword, screaming for a taxi.
All right. So
It's
Margaret,
New York all over
Yeah.
again.
you see the taxi is making its way. It'll get there next round, unless you want to run up and I don't know.
Oh my God, it's
GTA the
There's
a
driver.
great Gonzo in front of it.
What?
Gonzo, how he hailed a taxi in the Muppet movie, just flung himself in front of it.
That's one way of stopping it. You think if they
Is it
I don't think
actually?
I used to stop it just to get to go faster, right?
well, I mean, you to your left, you can see the scaffolding collapsing, the cloud of dust being kicked off, the horde of cultists descending upon you. Probably another round, the taxi will see that and just
38 skidoo.
yeah, try and get out. So you probably want to get him before
fee is
he
worth
realizes what's happening.
Fuck you, Uber.
So you could try and run up with an athletics check and just, you could, with a scuffling check, pull him out of the cab and drive it yourself.
Grand Theft Cthulhu.
Do it!
God.
Do it!
You could GTA it if you want to.
Do it.
No, I think I'm just going to use athletics to try to run up to the car.
Okay.
And
You can run up in front of it so that it will stop.
Yeah. So,
Great Gonzo, it, yeah.
All right, I'll add 2, so 3.
All right. Yeah, you need a 4. You don't trip on a pothole, but you don't get to the cab, so the cab will have a chance to see what's going on and.
Nope.
Yeah, basically. I will say the NPCs are with you. They are they just want to get out.
Thanks, Ross. You're a pal.
I grab the gun.
All right, so sorry. You grab the
Turn
gun.
this into a shooting
Well, it's just in
It's just
case.
cover.
You have a lightning gun in hand.
Actually, is it overcast?
No, it's a bright sunny day.
Okay, then it's a lightning bolt from God. Go!
incident. A lateral lightning bolt from God.
It's a miracle. What do you expect?
God works in mysterious ways. Let it go.
Mysterious,
Wrong.
inefficient ways.
Yeah, Aaron spent a point of intimidate, so yeah, you can shoot with the lightning gun if you want to.
Okay, I shoot Tongue with the lightning gun.
You can't pick him out specifically. The scaffolding kicked up a cloud of dust. You can see the mass of cultists.
Are they on
I
the
shoot
scaffold?
into the mass of cultists.
All right, you spend any to hit?
I spend 2 from my lightning gun pool
All right.
and get 7.
You totes hit. You're rolling any for damage. You're at long range. Should be a d6 plus 1.
And I can add.
Yeah, if you want to.
I add 1.
All right.
So 3 plus 1 is 4.
All right. 4. Let's see how their morale's doing. No, fuck it. They don't give a shit. You hear screams. You all hear screams as there's a lightning bolt and a thunderclap followed immediately.
Sir Ian pisses himself.
Sir Ian is stunned for the round. He is actually lagging behind. Jack Brady and the other NPCs don't give a shit. But Ian is kind of new to this. Didn't really.
Can't use him as the innocent.
Yeah.
Get it together, man.
So he's in peril. So
What else is new?
the Sulan, you're finally realizing what's going on. Oh shit. What are you gonna do?
Where is the taxi in
It's in front of you. The cultists are to your left. The taxi is ahead of you.
Here I am.
Margot's not quite yet.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Okay, so-
Bill's sort of in between that, and then to your right is a building, a warehouse. So you're sort of on the dock itself.
So I'm going to
Fucking
use athletics
warehouses.
to try to get to
yes,
the
you can do
taxi.
that. You need a
Warehouses
4 or
and
better.
docks
Okay.
are 2 worst places.
I'll spend 2 and have 8.
All right. Yeah, she backflips over the potholes and lands in front of the taxi. It stops to a halt, and the driver's like, "What are you doing, you crazy woman?"
I am Sulan. I rule this.
Yeah. With an 8, I'll say he gets out. Not to let you drive, but to yell at you because.
Right. So I just slip in behind him.
All right. Well, that will okay. Yeah. No, with an 8, you can do that. So he is just like, "What are you? What? No, get out! Someone whose wife is this?" You have,
Unlock.
yeah.
Actually, do you have Intimidate?
He's a taxi driver. 0 point spin. You don't even need to roll or spend anything. He's just like, what is going on? So you slam the driver's door. So yeah, you're in the driver's seat. So Bill, the lightning bolt killed Hatchet guy, and
Running the fuck away.
But they didn't-
I don't really care.
okay, give me an
Running
athletics
away.
check.
Come this way.
Everyone had to their taxi.
Oh,
There's
spend.
only one problem with this. I don't know driving.
You can make rolls.
I know. I'm just saying.
Question, actually. Had it been long enough that we refreshed physicals?
Yes.
Okay.
You all refresh physicals.
Maybe you could drive.
You had a nice night in a fucking Hong
He's
Kong
too busy
hotel.
shooting things.
You ate dumplings and had nice tea. You're fine.
I can shoot and drive at the same time. No.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you say we refresh things?
You know, I intended to
Physicals. Dragon's
spend
not
something,
physical,
but I didn't. But anyway, I guess I rolled a 6, so whatever the fuck. Wrong.
You're running, right?
Yeah, I'm just
with the
running.
running. All right.
Yeah.
So you outdistance them. They're slowed down by your debris and the lightning gun because they're not afraid of it, but they don't want to get shot by it either.
Right.
They're homicidal, not suicide.
Pain, as it turns out, does indeed hurt.
It does, especially electric pain. So
It's electric.
they are they can't make any attacks on anybody. You're out of throwing weapon range.
Yay.
Or let's take a look at how well they do. They're spending 1 on their group dice pool. Nope, it's a 4 again.
Dang it. Stupid shadows.
Examine, then shout. Maybe the person with a headache would appreciate if you didn't
sorry.
shout.
I have ibuprofen in the bathroom.
No, I've already taken it.
Okay. So everyone's out of range. They're chasing behind you. The NPCs NPCs. Let's see how well they're doing. They're spending one as a group. Yeah, no, they pile into the cab. So you guys, it's like 10 people for a cab.
That's fine.
So you guys are gonna have to hang on the sides of the car. Yeah.
That's more India
Why are
than
there 10
Shanghai.
people?
But
Well, you only got one cab,
1, 2,
and
3, 4, 5. Sylvie, Jack Brady,
Ian.
Historian, New China, Ian. 10.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are the cultists going to go after all those other guys?
The cultists are gonna go after everybody else. Yeah.
Okay.
So
It's time to Keystone Cop
So
this.
I'm driving.
well, we'll go. Well, oh, yeah, actually, we should go with you first since you're driving. Well, actually, one thing: the NPCs are in the car. The taxi driver is very angry, but he's not in the car.
Because that would be 11.
You got a 6, so you catch up to the cab.
Yeah.
So you're in the cab. So the cab is full now, as people are crowded out. So everyone else will have to. You guys will have to hang
Jump on top of the car?
Yeah, or on the side,
Off the
whatever
side.
you want.
I like the
Hang
top.
on, I'm not.
But you're not there yet. Margot's the closest. You two are. You shot, so you're farthest.
And I'm already I should be already to the car because
What'd you do in your last action?
I was running to the car.
Okay, what'd you get on your athletics?
So,
Or did you? I can't remember what you did.
I don't remember. I think I made it over there because I was just running.
Okay, so you-
and I intimidated the drivers.
Okay.
No, I didn't. No, she intimidated the driver. I was. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. So yeah, you're farthest.
I spend 3 on athletics.
Go ahead and make a roll.
I get 5.
All right. So you grab on the side. I assume you do as well because you can catch up
Yeah,
automatically.
Sylvie and I are squeezing into the front seat.
Okay.
You know, we're besties, so we're...
Okay, yeah. One of you can sit on the other one's lap, basically. You're just crammed against the windshield. And then, so you're on the side. Give me an athletics check.
I'm on the other side for ballast. With
Give me,
sword
if you
ready.
make your athletics check, you do all right.
Okay, spend 2.
If you fail, you're not. Yeah, well, you know, there's potholes. They have bad infrastructure.
4.
All right, you make it.
Thank you.
So you grab onto the side, and Bill's already. So you're all in the car. Yeah. Give me that driving check.
Prepare to lose your leg.
We're fine, I got a 4.
All right. All right. So the cultists see you peeling up. They're going to make a spin 3 to carjack some nearby cars to pursue
They
you.
fail.
Well, they're spending 3. Ooh, they get an 8. So there is one car, another taxi, I'll say, that is nearby.
Can it be a rickshaw
Driving.
instead?
What?
Can it be a rickshaw instead?
No, it's a fucking car. Like a rickshaw would not be able to keep up with the taxi.
I really kind of wish it took them.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would have
That's
been so
Thailand,
great.
that's not-
All right, so you're 3 links away. If you get to 5 links away, you're fine.
Okay.
So this is chase rules, so you can play it safe. Basically, it's opposed drive. Each of you have to make a driving check at DC 4 each turn, or you could do a stunt. For example, you could switch drivers, which
It's gonna be awkward.
yeah.
Anybody have significant amounts of driving? You have 6 driving? Okay, you're taking over.
Okay, so basically, you're on the side of the car, right?
I'm on her side of the car.
Yeah. So both of you would have to make athletics checks to do
That's
this
fine.
acrobatic.
I can handle that.
I spend 3.
This is really badass, by the way. This is like, I don't know how, all right,
I
go.
spend-
We totes turned this.
Okay, I spend 4 too.
All right.
Spending 4, so I got a 9.
10.
If it works,
It's amazing. Like, it's a ballet of acrobatics. As you open the door, may I step in? And like, oh, yes, of course.
By the way, here's a lightning gun.
Yes.
you know what they're gonna
Could you hold this for me, madam?
You know what they're gonna need to do that?
Yeah.
A counterweight. So I lean out the other window
All right.
and
Yes.
shoot the tire.
All right, give me a shooting check.
All right, I'll spin 6.
Yeah, no, you really do want to do that.
I love this. This is awesome.
9.
All right, let's see. They're spending 2 on their driving pool.
You know what's fun about the last game of the campaign? Spending
Wow.
So they got a 6 and I got a 9.
They got a 6. Their car's still in control, so it's slowing down. You
okay.
lose 1 length automatically.
Are we passing by a?
They can only-
Are we passing by like a rickshaw, like a little rickety stand, like for fruits or anything else?
Cabbages.
Yeah, sure.
Take out the swords we're passing by, chop down the supports, and let it fall in their way.
All right, go ahead and make a roll.
Yay, weapons!
All right, if you fail this check, you will be hit by. You will lean out too far and get hit.
By a mango.
Yeah.
Let's see. 8.
All right, yeah, no. With that, it slows down. It would have been able to pursue you for a little longer, but with the fruit stand that falls, it plows into it, flips over. So, Sean, you just need one driving check to not flip the car over.
I spent 3.
All right.
Masks of Nyarlathotep, as directed by Johnny Toe.
9.
Yeah. All right.
John Woo.
You escape quite magnificently.
It's beautiful to behold.
It is. It's become a Jackie Chan
Are
movie
there
all
some
of a sudden.
doves at some point?
There are. So it's more Jackie Chan than John Woo, but yeah, it's pretty amazing. Or Stephen Chow, Kung Fu Hustle kind of thing. So very Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah,
but you drive quite safely to the naval building.
And that there's no clear protagonist, it's just whoever won the last fight?
Pretty much. So you get there just in time for your meeting.
Then we all pull up
Yeah.
in a bullet-ridden.
And then we clown car out of it.
Actually, there's no bullet holes. They didn't get a chance to shoot you, right?
First, I do a
Some
donut
cabbage
in the
leaves.
parking
But
lot.
I want to see how this looks even in 1920s Shanghai.
No, the clown car about it is pretty much like the Marines at the guard post are like, the fuck is going on?
And that you see a clown,
no,
a
they're
taxi
British.
full of
Very well.
British. Yeah, it's like British soldiers and sailors with two women with weapons hanging off the edge.
I toss the keys to one of the guards and say, "Here, please park this for me."
Yeah.
It's a taxi.
We probably should return it to that.
Stolen taxi, so...
Let's just leave a good tip in there for him.
Scotland Yard, I commandeered it.
all right, fair enough.
This is out of your jurisdiction there, aren't you, Lieutenant?
So you all pile into the meeting room, still wiping off sweat from your early morning
And cabbage leaves.
You don't need any coffee, probably.
Adrenaline.
Yeah. So the Admiral shows up. He has already heard. Ian, of course, has now seen the lightning gun. He's on board. So that will count as another point of success. So the Admiral, you spend the next hour explaining what the fuck's going on. Telling the truth as much as you can. So the question is, what plan do you propose? What are you asking the Navy?
Bomb the shit out of the volcano. Shell the volcano.
Yeah.
I think
That
Ant's
also
plan
solves
works.
solves the problem.
The plan of Ant,
trying to get
shell the
innocence.
volcano.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nuke the volcano from orbit.
Nuke
That's
the
the only
volcano.
way to be sure.
That is quite a compelling story. I will have to, but anyone with assess honesty says he seems he's seriously considering it, but he's not like.
What if we give him a good cover story?
Well, the cover story that they don't give. That will help a little bit, but really,
Is it mostly just
it's
he's not
more about the benefits, because you mentioned all this rocketry and shit like that, and he's really keen on he would be more keen on capturing it. So
Couldn't we point out some folks who might know where the plans are? We could say, there's this guy called Tom.
yeah.
You might want to arrest him. He has all the plans.
Well, and Ho Fung.
And Ho
Yeah.
Fung.
Ho Fung has many connections.
Everybody
to
Ho
the
Fung tonight.
French. That will cause an international incident with the French if we were to arrest him without.
But it's the
cause.
French.
You don't have to arrest him. You
Well,
just have to
I mean,
watch on him.
it's after the Great
detain
War.
him.
The French after the Great War. Come on. They're
Yes,
not
but
much
this-
of a threat. I mean, seriously.
But we could do a shelling, of course, to accompany a landing. I would be more at ease if we were to land a group of our men to secure all of this technology for the betterment of our empire.
Mad dogs
You're
and
going to make us do
Englishmen.
the ritual, aren't you, Ross?
No, of course, the ritual we kind of writes off, obviously, when you mention.
Admiral, can I
No,
stand
just
with you?
go. We'll send many soldiers. You'll be our technical expert. Just secure this rocket so that our own boffins can study it. I like saying the word boffins, by the way.
Hadn't noticed.
Boffins.
How much more rum do you need to say that a million more times?
I don't need any more rum. I will say it sober. Boffins.
You've already had 2 cups of rum, so
I
I
know.
don't think you're...
It's over.
Yeah, all right. Kraken rum. It's really good, guys.
Kraken rum for Cthulhu.
Yes,
Perfectly.
of course. And I'm wearing my Cthulhu 2012 t-shirt. So he basically saying they will shell the island to get rid of that, that village.
But first, they want to try to steal the stuff.
Well, to support they want to secure it. So they don't want to just blow up the volcano. They want to secure the shit. Mm-hmm. You could, if you wanted to, figure out a way to try and convince them, no, just nuke it from orbit. That would require more convincing, more evidence. Or you could agree to that and go along with it. The thing is, you're all civilians, and he's willing to let you go accompany a military expedition. That's not exactly a standard procedure. So it's a huge, he's really on your side right now. I mean, he spends a lot of time talking. That weapon, it shot lightning. It's amazing if we can. Yeah. There is that. So he wants an amphibious assault of the island. They will shell it first to get rid of any resistance of the village there, flatten it out, but leave the volcano intact so you can accompany soldiers. The soldiers, of course, will kill all the cultists.
Sounds decent enough.
And then you just tell them what things to box up and ship out. What could be
still sounds
simpler.
Okay.
If that is his counter proposal,
we could still go ahead and at that point do the ritual as well.
Yeah, just as a protection.
Back.
Yeah.
One thing, he is only agreeing for you guys to go, not for any of your new China allies or anything like that. That would take additional things to persuade him.
Well, but if they're protecting us while we're chanting.
Yeah. So if you had any more spends you wanted to make, or if you wanted to hand over any evidence, or, for example, you could agree to give over all your lightning guns at the conclusion of this operation.
2 points of bargain for that, I guess? Or
yeah, that would work.
You will have the blessing of Nodens if you do this.
Well, maybe not mention that. That's probably... Yeah.
Also, Queenan country, not Kelton country.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll do the 2 spends on bargain, too.
All right, so you agree he will allow you to take a number of bodyguards to go with you, so that the sailors, the Marines aren't really...
they're doing their business.
Yeah.
That way they don't have to be concerned.
These are, of course, vouched for by you and Ian, so basically if the new China guys cause any trouble, it'll be on you with the British guys, so you have to keep them apart or figure out how to keep them from killing each other, keeping revolutionaries and the actual colonial powers from killing each other.
Can we ask for one upper-class officer, lowest rank, that's not Ian, to go with us?
Sir Redshirt, or Lieutenant Redshirt, or who you
Is that where you're getting your innocent blood?
Oh, yeah, no.
Upper-class Brit. It's fine by me.
I feel like asking for a sacrifice battery from the people who are going to be hauling our asses back to the mainland. Maybe might backfire a little.
Are there any
by the way,
Chinamen?
one of the things
In terms of Cthulhu mythos?
Yeah.
Yes.
They'd probably be willing to self-sacrifice.
We don't know how much blood it takes.
I know, it might be,
Reasonable.
a little bit, a few drops.
Yeah.
A thimbleful.
Let's see here.
Anyway, it's post-World War I, so, blood donation is beginning to be a thing. We'll just spin them a lie about the Red Cross.
Excuse me while I hook up this tourniquet. And
Yeah.
Wait, if we could do that, do we even need the innocent present?
I'm pretty sure it won't
by
work if we
the
dump
way,
it out with blood.
they have a whole thing of writing about like what naval forces are near Shanghai at this time. So you're talking to somebody from the Naval Intelligence Division, serving under. You're talking actually to Admiral Superintendent Sir Edwin Sinclair. Sir Edwin Sinclair, Alexander Sinclair, stern face and taciturn Scott. His flagship is the HMS Hawkins. He will send that out. And also, if you want a lieutenant, there is a Lieutenant Eric Nave, a 26-year-old Australian.
Wow.
Unsacrificed Nave. His name means innocent.
He's a Japanese linguist, but he would be eager to help out with this. So
They're always eager.
So they have the Hawkins with the crew of 700, the They'll send that out, and they'll send two reconnaissance ships, the Aphis and the Bee. Or no, the Aphis and the Tarantula. That's a badass name.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. What name? Okay, here are the reconnaissance ships names. There's the Aphis, the Bee, the Sakala, the Cockchafer. That's the name that they have in here. The cricket, the gnat, the ladybird, the mantis, the moth, the scarab, and the tarantula.
The mantis and the tarantula.
All right, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, we're not going with the lady in the cockchafer.
It's cock.
How exactly does one shave? Whoa.
CH, chafing.
It's a stump grinder.
Yeah, ooh. I don't know. Names were funny back then.
Profound.
I didn't make it up.
I'm blaming that on Brock.
They also have the RAF has some stuff stationed in South.
That's great, but we're not talking to them.
Yeah, that's in
Planes would have been a
Hong
better
Kong.
option. We wouldn't have had to go to a damn dock. We have a good track record with airports.
Let's see here.
Not a good idea.
The closest one is in Hong Kong, so there are two aircraft carriers, the Hermes and the Eagle HMS, but they are not too close. So it'll take them 2 days to organize that because they have to get the sailors, go around, send the military police all to the bars to round up all the sailors and everything for a mission. Let's see here, what else? So the plan is, at least this is what the Admiral Superintendent tells you, is that you'll be on board the Hawkins will bombard the island, flatten the village, and then you will land, you'll go to the volcano, accompanied by your bodyguards and Marines, and you will...
Cannon fodder.
They all wear red shirts for some reason.
I haven't given them on the red coats, eh?
They will deal with any resistance.
Better to hide the bloodstains.
They will deal with any resistance,
Why do the French wear brown pants?
You will deal with your job is not even to fight; it is to identify the valuable technical assets and to be boxed up and shipped home to London for analysis by the
Further global
Boffins.
conquest.
Oh yeah, no.
Not the fucking Penhew Foundation.
Anybody?
Well, they only do Egyptology. And what?
Yeah, sure they do.
Because remember, why does the sun never set on the British Empire? Because God doesn't trust the British in the dark.
You also realize if you can find proof that Penny was still alive, that could actually be interesting. The British they think he's dead, by the way.
Jack Brady knows he's alive.
Yeah, Jack Brady is not. He's like, who is that American there? Oh, don't worry about him. He is a killer who probably has multiple warrants out for his arrest, and he's also presumed dead because he was a member of the Carlisle expedition.
This is actually John
Yeah.
Brady.
Yeah.
John Brad.
Jack Brady.
Yeah, John Brad.
Bradley. That works.
So, you guys have 40 hours before you will ship out. So, with the British, you can stay in the barracks. You don't have to. You can stay within and probably not have an assassination attempt on
Are
your
the
life.
women going to really want to stay in a Navy sailor's
We're
berth?
fine.
They can stay in officers' quarters. That's up to. But yeah, you could actually check back on your life
Noises, sorry.
back at home. Like Sulan, are you going to check up on the people that you know and let
My
them?
sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So is that a yes or no?
That's a.
Or how do
I'm
you?
going to send a message
Okay.
through someone.
Okay. You can. They have couriers there at the. The
A very
Admiral
cryptic
Superintendent
message.
gives you all the courtesies. So what are you telling your sister?
Nothing. Just that I'm fine. I'm back in town, and that's it.
Okay. So you get word back later that day. It's actually your sister's neighbor. Your sister has disappeared.
No.
Your neighbor says she left in the dead of night, afraid for her life. Your house is burned down.
Whoops.
Yes, and your sister may be dead or may have fled to her home region of Sichuan, unless you know where else. So yeah, give me that check.
Okay. 4.
All right, yeah. Well, that's the price I paid for the
Yeah.
life I lead.
I'm sure she's fine.
She's fine.
She went to her cousin's. We've made a plan previously.
She's in the farm upstate
Yeah.
with your dog that got old years ago.
Yeah.
So your life is over. Lose a point of credit rating. Your house burned
My
down.
house burned down.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Nobody
It is.
else wants to check in with their families, Ross.
You have to make a stability check if you don't.
Your family's still
5.
alive.
All right. Yeah, you send word out. Of course, they're in.
No, I'm not checking out.
Okay, you're like, fuck
I'm
it.
fine.
You're fine.
She'll be fine.
No
She's
last
got the
will and
dog.
testament for me. I'll just disappear.
I already filled that out long ago.
Okay. Anne?
Yeah, I'll write to my brother in New York.
All right.
Fine. God.
Well, actually, you don't have to make a stability check because you don't have time to hear back. So that's... Or actually, no. When you hear about what happens to Sulan, give me a stability check anyway because you have to worry about what happens to them.
3.
All right, lose 1 point of stability. Oh, God, what have I got my family into?
I'm in the same boat. I write to my nephew.
Yeah.
I write to my nephew's boarding school, but there's no way I could hear back. So
And stiff upper lip. This
Yep.
is, price to pay for service.
yes,
Just like fighting the Bosch.
And I'm sitting cross-legged on my bunk. I am preparing for the great hunt.
You should have to make a stability check. Are you really ready for this?
Dun, dun, dun.
Quiet Night of the Soul.
Guess not.
1 stability. You have been examined and found wanting.
no. You reach out again, but you thought you were just sort of doing it in a superficial way, but you reach too deep, and Nodens gets back to you. You're gonna do great, kid.
Can I have the bow?
The bow has to be earned. It can't be given.
You never heard my bow so far.
Have you? Anyways, you're plagued by doubts. I mean, clearly, that failed stability check means you...
Oh God!
Wow.
Maybe not that bad.
Yeah, that escalated quickly. So, if you stay on board, if you stay in the naval region or barracks, basically, you don't have to make any heat checks because you're protected by legions of sailors, and they didn't.
Which are all law-abiding citizens.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the cultists know they're probably going to be watching the place, but they're not expecting you to assault Great Dragon Island, so they're probably not going to... They're just waiting for you to leave. So they're not going to make an assassination attempt on you yet. This is the quiet night. How do you guys spend your time, aside from contacting your family?
Praying.
Sleep with my lightning gun next to me.
No, Dan.
The sailor's like, why is he sleeping with that abstract sculpture? Anyways, so you're praying to Odin. What about you, Margot? I mean, you can do some useful things. There are libraries nearby. I mean, there is a small library within the naval... I guess I don't know what you would call it. The area that the Navy controls, naval station, I guess, the depot, whatever you want to call it. So they have a
The
library.
office on the base?
Yeah, the office on the base. Yeah. Sorry. So they have a library there. They have a barracks there. They have obviously you've already sent out your letter, so that you've mailed that. Yeah, you guys can do useful things if you want, or you could just.
Fuck that.
You can just rest.
Sleep, regain physical
Yeah, you can
ability.
regain all your physical stuff, and you regain 3 hit points if you've lost any.
I do send a sailor out for one of those native takeaway foods that I've gotten.
Oh, of course.
So used to. I have a curry and gin and fine tobacco.
Nice, of course, because these might be your last moments on Earth.
Exactly.
Because you are going to a horrible fate, or not. Maybe you'll live. You'll survive.
And I probably join the officers for music hall songs, rounds the piano.
Oh, very good,
Rounds?
very good.
Rounds.
Rounds the piano.
I prepare to join the eternal hunt. Shiny and crow.
Yeah, there you go. Witness me.
What a spread.
Can I get stability back if I go into battle shouting that?
No. I'll give you a +1 on your attack roll if you roleplay it well enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he just did.
Yeah. No, he has to do a winning exercise.
I'm aping Mad Max. That's not fair.
So anything else that you want to roleplay about that, or you're ready to move on? All right.
I mean, I could,
Okay.
I could sing British music hall songs at you if you want.
Or not.
You know,
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Long way.
All right, so I feel like this is the final act, the final thing of the final game. So we will take a break so we can have pie.
Delicious pie.
Delicious pie. Pre-invasion pie. So yeah. So we have now had pie.
Yay, sugar.
Yay, sugar. And
Sugar
more
with the rum.
Rum. I like rum.
Today's episode brought to you by Kraken Rum.
Pretty much.
Crack open a bottle today.
Should really get them to sponsor.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be genius.
Nice. I don't want to get so like. Dude, I had to run every single episode, drinking.
Just the
Kraken
Cthulhu ones.
yeah. No, that's true. That's true.
Ross runs a lot of Cthulhu. Though.
I do though. I don't know.
Turn into the
So I
Huntress
guess that
Thompson.
leads to the question: what booze best encapsulates Eclipse Phase? Of course, I think we know the answer: absinthe.
Yeah. No, it'd be some designer drink, something that you inhale or something like that,
I don't know.
Shaved ice alcohol.
Having seen
Is that a
pictures
thing?
of the creators, they look like absinthe.
What was that
guys.
designer bar in Parks and Rec
Where
where
that
you
was
like had?
Wait,
Drink.
And Ron just glared
Add it to
angrily.
that.
That would
Exactly.
be me.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
That's
welcome
a
for this. Derail
all right, so you can. You have a choice now as a group, or you could split up to be on the HMS Tarantula or the HMS Hawkins. The Tarantula is the
I
land.
thought it was the Mantis.
There's the Mantis and the Tarantula, but
Yeah.
Is it
you-
Hawkins or Hawkins?
well,
Hawkins.
Hawkin, I believe. Let me double check.
Super important guy.
Oh, Hawkins. Sorry, it's Hawkins with an
Not
S.
the Hawkins.
Jim Hawkins.
Hawkshaw Hawkins.
Hawk
Day the music
INS.
died.
All right,
Bad day.
and they have a picture of it. All right,
It's a boat.
it's a
Ship.
ship. Jesus. See, there it is.
There's never been
that
an
a
HMS.
It's an actual
Hawkins.
picture.
Yes. Jesus. Didn't you?
No, I thought you meant like a little drawing.
No.
What's that
that's an
thing
actual
hanging
photo.
up really above the ship?
That is radio.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Wireless.
not probably.
And this is what the gunboat would look like. This is the Aphis, but we'll say it's under repair right
Functionally
now.
identical to
Yeah, the tarantula and the
mantis.
mantis. So you have a choice.
8 legs versus 8 legs
You
for
each have a
tarantula?
choice of being on the Hawkins, the mantis, or the tarantula. So yeah, it's a choice of 3, I guess, technically. Your body, you will each have, I will say, each of you has 5 new China bodyguards, essentially. So there's a total of 25.
We live for
China
Nodens, we
militaries.
die for Nodens.
And have we prepped them on what's to happen?
Of course not. They would not. They would never agree to it.
Not the sacrificing part. The just we need you to do a respectful native ritual dance.
Sorry. All right, let's begin the chant.
oh yeah, if you're preparing to, that's the first thing. Do you just want to secure the island and kill everything, or do you want to do the ritual while the assault is going underway?
Do all of us need
You
to
could
do
all,
the ritual?
if you secure the island, you could just do the ritual. You don't have to roll for anything. Like the question is, you want to
Well, fuck it. Then we've each got 5 red shirts in
Yeah.
addition to British Marines.
And lightning
If you
gas.
capture and hold the island and you sweep it of defenders, obviously you can do the ritual as a final fuck you to Nyarlathotep. So good job. That's the question: is can you sweep all the defenders? So each of you has 5 new China guys. They each have a rifle or a pistol, a knife. So it doesn't really matter. If you want to spend your weapons pool that from your arms dealer thing, you could give them additional weapons. Of course, you can do that during the actual assault, so you don't have to decide that now. The question is, first, do you want to? The mantis and tarantula are going to get really close to the island. First, the plan is simple. Well, the Hawkins bombards the island, flattens the village. They have spotters on the island. If they see any resistance, they will try and call it in and blow whatever they can see. But until the mantis and tarantula go in, once they go in, the Hawkins will stop shelling it. Obviously, because they don't want to kill their own men. So the mantis and tarantula. Now the thing is, if you're on the Hawkins, you don't have to be on. You can still go ashore. You could just take a small raft, a dinghy out there. Do you want to be part of the
I'm storming the beaches
You want to storm the beach, so you'd be on the mantis
with
or
my
tarantula?
lightning gun.
With your lightning gun, clearly.
I'll be on the mantis.
Okay, so you're on the mantis.
Tarantula.
Tarantula, okay.
8v8.
All right, they made their choice. Anybody else?
Mantis.
Mantis, okay.
Mantis.
Mantis. So mantis, tarantula? Was that it?
Yeah,
Yes.
so far.
Okay.
Where are you going, Aaron?
Storm the beach is tarantula.
All right, so 3-2. Everyone's on the assault boats. Gunboats.
Tarantula.
Tarantula's bro.
So it takes 20. Yeah. So they get underway. You all, of course, are now loaded into trucks, so you don't have to worry about the cultists attacking you because the cultists, again, homicidal, not suicidal. Plus, you fought off their last assault.
You're gonna have to regroup a little bit.
Yeah. Well, they had to flee from the Shanghai Municipal Police. You actually get reports that the police caught quite a few of them.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
What with their stolen car and obvious destruction of someone at the dock's property.
Rioting and disturbing. Rioting and disturbing the peace. Grand Theft Auto.
Clearly they had explosives.
No one mentions the electrical wounds, burns that some of the deceased suffered. But
Mr. Edison.
The idea is actually to do this at night to minimize the chance that the defenders, any lookouts on the island, can, see them coming.
Never mind.
Well. But you could argue to assault during the day. I'll give you guys a choice.
Target.
That's the thing.
They will see him from a long ways off.
And easier to spot any sort of mythos creature that's coming at the frickin' boats.
So
you could argue.
That's
I would
both
allow
an advantage and a disadvantage.
Yeah. So I'll let you choose. Do you want to assault during the day or night? They assume the night because easier to get gunboats onto the shore without counterattack. But you could do, if you do going during the day, the artillery thing
you
will
gave
have
your eye up, didn't you?
better accuracy.
I don't know. Did I get my eye out?
You said you did.
Yes.
So you've lost your eye. Yeah, so you're wearing an eye patch now, full pirate. Great. Sean is very happy to hear that, by the way, listeners.
I am Columbo Fury.
There you go. Do you want to do it during the day or night?
To tell your grandson.
Bill?
I still say night.
I mean, being there today is not going to protect us from giant monsters.
Right.
Yeah, the monsters are coming regardless.
Neither is being there at night. What being there at night does is it doesn't expose a major, contingent of the British Navy to the mythos.
Yeah, and
That's assuming these things don't see in the dark.
The Marines?
Oh,
I'm assuming the Marines don't see in the dark.
Innocents.
Yeah.
We need them to stay innocent, and it's more likely that they will.
At some point in all of this, we need to start giving consideration to the bailout. Exactly how much are we exposing? Yeah,
Fair enough.
Like letting some upper brass know about it, so we can fuck around with I'm responsible for Pisces and Ross's headcanon, and 2 to finish this with a bang.
Pisces games now, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, depending on how well you guys do. I mean, you guys could totally fuck it all up.
all the Sean.
Yeah. All right. So night it is. So you all head out. It still takes a few days to get there. A day and a half, I think. At full steam.
We got a lot further.
No, it's
fine.
300 miles out. It's pretty far out, and the ships weren't super fast.
Far out.
But as soon as the Hawkins gets within shelling range, they have their spotters out. It's a clear night out.
Yes, Jack Shelling Range, good friend of mine.
Yeah,
Stars are right.
You are all on the Mantis or Tarantula, and you hear the thud of artillery, and a second later,
I think I understand what that Scott Key fellow was on about.
Yeah, no. And they're very on task with it.
Damn!
Yeah, 6 on their artillery burst. So
This ain't the French Navy. They know how to aim.
Wow.
Damn it.
Yeah. Ooh. Huge slam on the French.
Lose all our French listeners now.
Because we have so many. So, we actually do have some.
And now we lost all of them.
I do know we have some French listeners. Hi, French listeners.
Hi, French listeners.
Please forgive
We're
us.
not going to let Sean talk to you.
French Canadian listeners and French listeners.
Well, that's what lost it.
We love Quebec.
Well, yeah. Well, no. Like I'm trying to distinguish between French Canadian and
French.
Yeah, exactly. France.
We should stop because we're just digging ourselves into a deeper hole.
Pretty much. So the bombardment seems to go off without a hitch at first. So now the plan goes like clockwork at first. For the first 5 minutes, there is bombardment, and that is assumed to be enough to fucking level the village and everything near it. But leaving the volcano intact, because obviously that's where that rocket is that you need to capture for the Queen and Country.
Obviously,
Rocket's in the volcano?
Well, it's not it's not on the village. It's not in plain sight.
It's surrounded by sharks with lasers.
Is there a skull on the volcano?
Well, it's not. You can't see.
return to Spider.
But there is a giant tentacle carved into the side of the island.
It's a little too on the nose there, cultists.
So the mantis and the tarantula start speeding forward. But everyone can give me a sense trouble check.
2. I get a 7.
Well,
3.
5.
What was the...
4.
Good, I have 3 in my cherry pool.
we have
Great.
one.
But,
Yeah, I pass.
all right, so everybody who passes notices this in the water underneath your ships. It's actually passing under both of your ships at the same time. A field of bioluminescent light flashing on and off, sort of bluish green. It seems to be a patch of jellyfish or something. You've seen this before at the docks, and jellyfish that light up.
Yeah.
It's a patch, but it's moving very fast.
Who wants to shoot it?
Under the water, in the direction of the Hawkins. So,
Who wants to shoot it?
Shoot with the bow. Shoot with the bow.
you have one action before you will be past your ships.
I didn't see it, so he's up.
Okay.
I will use my 3 cherry pool on my lightning gun.
Yeah, you can do that. All right.
I shoot the glowing evil thing.
Is our ship able to communicate with the Hawkins?
Sure. Signals and
Can we
and
send
radio.
them a signal?
They're not going to be able to move fast enough.
But they might have.
You have one action. What do you do?
Well, I have one action. They each get one.
Yeah.
So I'm shooting them.
Go ahead and roll.
4.
Okay. You hit the water. Congratulations. How many points are you spending on the lightning gun charge?
Keeping
For
in
the
mind
day.
you're shooting electricity into water.
Okay, so none.
Okay.
Oh.
Or wait.
Or all. All is also a choice.
But I don't want to electrocute the boats because
Metal hulls.
Aren't you going to electrocute us anyways by shooting
Actually,
in the
with this
water
time,
right
You're standing on wooden decks.
Yeah, I would say the wooden deck. It would be a wooden deck, and
I'll
not the
throw
hull.
2.
Okay.
So 9.
Enough to raise the hairs on our.
6.
Okay.
I feel like this is going to take a lot more than...
Both your ships still they don't stop moving because you shock the metal hulls. That's going to cause damage to the internal systems. So, anyways, but this is at the same time. So before I tell you what happens, let me find out what everyone else is doing. And what is Margot doing?
I'm going to the radio room or whatever
Okay, yeah.
to try to alert them to get moving. There's something coming toward their ship.
Okay, so you rush in the radio room. The radio operator's there, and he's like, "What? What do you? Well, yeah. What is this?" So you can say one sentence to him. If you make a spin, you can probably persuade him to do something very quickly. But otherwise, trying to explain to him, there's a bioluminescent glow. That means that a deadly monster is going to kill you.
Fire in the water, starboard.
Can I use intimidation in this case?
Yes.
This is serious shit and you gotta...
Okay, what do you? All right, with the point of intimidate, you can get him to say whatever you want and pass that on to the Hawkins. So what are you telling the Hawkins?
Okay.
You have
Tell
one
the
sentence.
Hawkins to move now.
To move now. Okay. What direction? Any direction?
Away.
That's non-specific.
Back to shore.
Okay, you can tell them to move away, back to shore, back to Shanghai, 300 miles away.
Then we at least know where they're...
All right, so they get that message, and they will puzzle that over. Melissa.
I'm going to convince the red shirts that are with me to go down into the hole or the wherever.
Okay, of your ship?
Yeah.
The bioluminescent patch is passing under your ship. It's not. It's going towards the Hawkins. You can tell that much.
Right. I don't want them to see it.
Okay. All right. You look away. Look away.
Preserve your innocence.
Very well.
Likewise.
All right. You do that.
So what happened with the lightning?
And you're on the mantis, right?
the tarantula.
The tarantula with Aaron.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I didn't see it, so.
Good
didn't see
job.
So,
Aaron didn't get. He didn't see
You
it.
didn't get to.
Yeah. So you pissed it off. Good job.
Did it turn around?
Part of it actually, you notice part of it stopped. It actually seems to split up. Or maybe there's more than one of it. But yeah, the bioluminescent, the patch of lights, organic lights, stops under your ship.
thanks,
It
Sean.
starts rising up. You notice the lights getting larger and larger as they're nearing the surface. And then you feel the ship shudder as the patch of light starts shaking the ship itself. Both of you give me athletics checks. Aaron, it'll be a 5 for you and a 4 for you.
Why is
I'll
it a 5 for
spend
me?
3.
Because you weren't prepared.
Okay.
4.
Little squeaky guy.
I got 4.
All right.
Rock the boat. Yes, 5. Exactly.
All right, you're like, oh! So your ship is shaking as something that it seems to be grab the hull and it's just slamming it back and forth. It has paralyzed your ship. You get word out. You can see the Hawkins begin to start moving, but it's a large warship. So the patchwork catches up to it. And so that's kind of bad. I mean, you don't have to make a stability check because you tried to help them, but it's a fast moving whatever the fuck that is.
So what I'm hearing is that one ship is still okay.
Yes, the Mantis is fine. It is closing in.
I think there's 3 of us on there.
Yes, there's 3 of you on there, plus your soldiers. So you of course you see the Mantis or the tarantula has stopped. And you can kind of see the patchwork of light from underneath the ship. So you can try and tell the captain to stop and give aid or something.
No.
Okay, yeah.
The
No.
island.
Like I'm signaling from the deck of the tarantula.
Unfortunately, it's night, so we can't see you.
You can't. Yeah, it's pretty far away too. The ships are not that close.
I know they have lightning
have
guns.
signal lights?
They can take care of themselves. Let's go to the island.
So yeah, you could. So for you two, you could look over the side of the ship under the hull, or like over on the side of the hull to see what it is. Try and get a better angle on it if you want to shoot it again with the lightning gun.
Do lightning guns work underwater?
You saw a big light and you pissed it off.
Did you give me
whatever.
one of the
It's-
lightning guns, or?
Did we give Aaron a lightning gun?
We didn't say we
I don't
did.
know.
But we didn't say we
have?
didn't.
Yeah, I would say if you had a spare one, you could give it to him if you know how many
I
charges
think
were
we
in.
had enough for everyone to have one.
And we had an empty. We had enough for everyone and one
The
empty.
empty is gone. The empty is now in the
So-
possession of
You
the
also
British.
gave the one with the least charges away.
Yeah, Sean, we gave
Yeah.
yours away.
No, I got it back. Remember, I ripped it
Oh,
out of the
that's
little.
true.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you not? You
Nope.
said you were giving it over to him.
At the conclusion, I took it away to
Okay.
shoot it.
And then you never gave it back.
Yeah,
No,
so
I
just to
didn't give it
clarify, even though we sat around with that guy and an admiral for an hour, you did not give them back the item which you had promised to give to them.
No, because
No,
Ross
he
said we
handed it to
agreed
him
to
at
do
the
it at
top.
the conclusion
Yeah.
of the
Okay.
campaign.
Yeah.
After you'd shot and
You
kind of
agreed to
proved
give
yourself,
all
so.
of them away.
Clearly, I know how to
yes.
use it.
Yeah.
So
Alright,
I
I'm just-
give my other one to him.
Okay, how many charges is that?
What's 32 minus 8?
24.
24 charges.
Okay, and can I use weapon on this? And
No, it's its own pool.
Oh, yeah, we've got lightning bolt. Yeah, lightning gun, right? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Lightning gun.
So you can
Across
track,
the streams?
Across the streams.
It is still underwater at this point.
Can
Nice
we
work.
both shoot at the same time at it?
You could.
Nice working with you, Dr. Bankman.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right. Are you spending any to give a bonus to your attack roll?
3,
Okay.
4, and I'll spend 4 on mine.
Okay.
6.
All right.
6.
Okay, you both hit the water. Good job.
It's a big target.
It is a big target.
Went off
Your
the
ship
ocean.
is rocking pretty badly right now. So are you rolling any for damage?
3.
4.
That'll be an 8.
That'll be 8 as well.
All right. You really pissed it off. So it surges out of the water. You can see it now. It is a tidal wave. It gets an action too.
Stability check.
Oh yeah. Let me describe it first. It is a tidal wave of organic matter, of slime, and eyes, and teeth, and mouths, and it is growing new organs, absorbing other organs. You remember hearing about this in texts that you have read or in your dreams. A species created to be slaves of a more intellectual race, but then overthrew their masters. And this is, yes, something as old as the oceans, older than your species. Go and give me those stability checks.
4.
3.
You lose 7 stability.
What about me?
Even with my knowledge? Or?
You failed your stability check. It's fucking terrifying. You lose. Both of you lose 1 sanity. You lose 1 stability.
Ha! I'm all good.
Yeah.
I have a question about gunships.
Yes.
Do they come with things like helicopters or any type of aerial escape?
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
Not in this era.
That's a really good question.
That would be really useful at this
I'm
time.
at a -3 stability, so...
Yeah, you could paddle, huh?
I'm at a -3 stability. So.
Alright, you are terrified as shit because this is a terrifying monster.
Can I take Aaron's lightning gun?
He's not at 0 stability. He can still act, he just can't use investigative skill point spends, and all his other skill difficulties are +1. So you can still act on instinct. But you're holding a lightning gun right now. So it rises up, and you can hear the acidic. You can hear the metal of your hull melting away.
Shoot it.
Okay, yeah.
The shotgun.
Yeah. It is a fucking shotgun. Of course, the men around you are screaming. They are shooting at it with their various weapons. Let's see how well the ship screw does. Not well. There's mostly panic.
Those innocents are gone for them.
That's okay. Melissa saved hers.
Yeah.
True. Mine.
This round, the ship is tilting. As it is, getting more and more unstable.
I swear to God, if somebody makes a Titanic reference.
Do the landing ships any kind of have any side guns?
The dinghies? No. Well, you mean the main boats themselves?
Well, I was like, our landing ships, they have any kind of side guns or?
Side guns? No, they do have a forward. Well, let me take a look.
Yeah.
I don't think they do. Actually,
They might have some anti-aircraft gun. Very, very few.
Huh.
So a couple of turrets, maybe, at best.
You could have a side-mounted machine gun, I guess.
That won't do as well.
Conventional guns, fantastic against.
It's pretty. It has a forward gun, like a small cannon, basically. I would say you could have a side-mounted 30 caliber machine gun on it that you could bring to bear on. You could make a spin to tell some sailor to man it.
I can't.
Yeah, you can, but Sean could. You do realize, though, it is trying to eat the ship, not eat you. You could try to escape and get to the island. Okay, no.
That's just not happening.
Okay. We'll get back to that. This is...
Should have gone with the tent mantis.
Yeah.
You noticed how the 3 people after Sean said they weren't going on the franchise.
Go with the crazy man.
All right, yeah, no, big finale.
Shotgun go.
By the way, I'm just gonna as act of kindness that Aaron taught everyone the words to unbind one of your
Oh,
enemies.
okay, thanks.
Yeah, just in case. So I'm being nice here. All right. So you guys, you're way ahead of everyone else. The Hawkins stops moving, and they're fine. They're gotta be fine. You're too far away. I'm not even going to make a stability check for that. You guys, yeah.
You're unperturbed.
But you get on your
Bikes and ride.
yeah, on your little dinghies. They have motors on them, so you can just go on out. You have your bodyguards with you. There are, I'll say, 50 Marines with you all together on your boat. There would have been another 50 if they. Yeah,
But no,
it was beleaguered.
you have to piss off the
yeah.
metric ton
Yeah.
of protoplasm.
The path to the island itself, or the island itself, of course, there was a small little, forest of
village.
palm trees and village. There was one, but not anymore.
British.
You can see there is a clear path up to the volcano. The volcano seems to be hollow inside. Like there is a carved stone walkway up there. So you could march up there for free, or you could athletics to run at. Like the Marines are not going to rush up there because they're like, yeah, we're marching. So you're just going to go with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for.
You can keep an eye out. You do see quite a few dead people. People that have been, smashed into pieces from the artillery. I'll give you guys stability checks for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not much.
Oh, are they cultists? Though, obviously. I'm just curious.
Yeah, you can't tell. That's the thing. They look like...
6.
Well, I failed.
So do I.
it's just 2.
Okay.
Because you realize, you hope they didn't have any captives here. Or prisoners like they did in the Mountain of Black Wind.
Surely they're all
Those
cold.
do anything
are
for them
small
either.
hands too. I hope there weren't any children here. Well, too late for that now.
Pretty much.
So you push those thoughts away, and you head up the mountain. So, or head up to the volcano. Meanwhile,
Back at the dude.
all right. So round 1 of 3.
Ding ding.
Aaron, what is your action?
One, since Sean was requesting it, would you count dreaming as an investigative ability?
No, it's a general ability.
All right. Nodens, a creature that defies you as before here. Dream, and try to get contact with Nodens to smite this thing.
Smite him, almighty.
How many
Savior.
points are you spending?
3, all I have.
Okay, roll for it.
Come on. This dice sucks. I'm not going with it. 6.
Have him resurrect my cone snail.
No, that it will turn into a Shoggoth.
That we're fighting your cone snail right now.
Oh, okay.
Turns out.
You see, it actually forms a behind the Shoggoth, underneath the Shoggoth, underneath the ship itself, a whirlpool starts forming. It looks like the Shoggoth is getting dragged down to it, along with everything else. So that's your action. Shaw, what are you doing?
Now I run for the dinghy.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
That'll be 3. 6.
Okay, you get to a dinghy. There's one other guy trying to get it open.
I kick him in the teeth.
Well, why don't you help
What? Is that your action?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say. So he's trying to get it.
They were made.
That's round 1. Round 2.
Fight.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? The ship is going down.
Make my way with my other men. I'm progressively.
Oh, they're gone.
Are they on the dinghy?
No.
Well, sacrifices and Odin. Let's get to the dinghy.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Can do. Speed of 2.
Yeah, you want to not fail this one.
Try not to fail it.
Failed this one.
You're leering at this point is what you're doing.
This amuses me.
4.
Okay, you don't fall over, but you don't make any progress. You're just like, oh god, it's it's tipping over. Oh god, what am I doing?
I'm stoic. I'm serious.
Listeners, poor Aaron
Yeah.
is caught between crazy and cruel.
Yes. So, Sean, to get the dinghy out, that will be. It could be athletics if you have some.
Spend 4.
Okay.
That'll be 5.
All right, you throw your back out a little, but you manage to get it free from the ship. Now you just have to jump down. So this would be one more athletics check.
Could fleeing work?
Because you're about basically two. Fleeing would work perfectly, actually.
Spending 2. 5.
All right, you only take 1 point of damage as you fall about 2.5 stories. Remember that guy in Titanic who fell and wanged his head on the
kill you in your sleep.
Yeah, that's
I warned you.
Yeah, that's kind of you, but you live. So good job. Let's see if the other guy makes it. No, he does not. That was a 3, not quite good enough. We were looking for a 5. So
He's the
you
one
start.
that hits the fan.
Yeah, no, he's the one who. Thunk.
Great sound effects.
So you start rowing to safety, or you start turning the motor on. And so round 3, Aaron. You actually do see one of your guys. Do you have any? No, you can't make any spins, can you? You actually, I would allow you. There is a grappling hook nearby that they use for
Grappling hook.
you can make a weapons check and use that to pull yourself to safety by killing one of the people you were who was going to bodyguard.
Boys,
He
it's
saw
time to go
the
hunting.
Shoggoth. He's no longer an innocent. He is not useful to Nodens.
All right, give me a weapons check.
Oh,
Wow.
Aaron, I love you playing the cultist.
6.
All right, you make it. Give me a stability check.
Nodens will. That was like, really?
Yes.
I'm crazy cultist at this point.
Just
All right.
killed a guy.
Yeah. No, you killed one of your own dudes.
5.
5.
All right. Nah. Fuck it.
Nodens will.
Wait, what are your
in the hunting
drives, by
lands?
the way?
Huh?
What's your drive?
My drive?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, duty.
Yeah. No, that's a sand. That you
Duty to Nodens over that.
duty to your own.
Duty to Nodens.
I'll give you a point. No, it's a point of stability.
I'm good at Node 4.
Yeah. No, it's the end. Don't.
Actually, I was saving people, so you're right. So
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah. Exactly.
That's not a very hunter thing to do.
So you pull yourself. Now you have to jump off the ship. You're about 3 stories up.
Okay.
As the ship is being pulled into the whirlpool along with the Shoggoth.
Can I use fleeing instead of athletics?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Why does a servant of Nodens have fleeing? Fleeing is for wusses.
Discretion is the better part of valor.
6.
All right, you only take 1 point of damage as you fall in the water.
In my headcanon, Chuck Norris is
You
Nodens.
see him.
Yeah!
So you can grab him and get onto shore later.
Her, what's that?
Oh, her. Yeah, sorry. So good job. Both of you make it. No one else does. The tarantula. You're on the tarantula. You were on the tarantula.
Yeah.
It is no more.
But so
We're,
the Shoggoth.
we're on the widow now.
The Shoggoth is no more.
That was kind of funny.
You're welcome.
The Hawkins is being, is beleaguered. It is tipping over slightly. You see bioluminescent.
What's the range on the lightning gun?
Damn it! No, don't
Way
track it to
too far for that.
Okay.
You can't accurately. It actually would hit it, but your vision does not. Your human vision is not good enough to.
Dang, if
accurately.
only you had some sort of...
Special eye, I know.
Yeah.
But Ross taketh away.
You offered it up.
I was out of the gun.
Don't put that shit on me, Jesus. You can't call railroading on yourself. So
Can I sing
It's a bold
goodbye?
strategy,
Can I
Cotton.
sing on Goodbye Thunderchild as we're going towards the beach?
it is.
Can I say, and one more thing, sir, and flip the Shoggoth the bird?
It's gone.
As it goes down?
There's just one tentacle flailing out, and then
So it was flipping you the bird.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
snap.
so
Shut up.
Because it got stuck down the Nodens straw.
you 3 plus your party
Contingents.
contingents get to the volcano first.
Yeah.
Because you didn't stop to wait for your comrades.
They can take care of themselves. They're capable, and I can't do it.
Yeah.
We tend to land on our feet despite all odds.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Take a look at me now. I guess that's against all odds, but still.
So, as you get in you finally get to the inner chamber. It is a massive hollowed out volcano, and here is the rocket itself.
Freud has something to say about that.
Yeah, very Art Deco-y.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Do you think this Black Pharaoh chap is compensating for something?
This is the 1996 edition. If someone wants to look at the art, I don't know what we're referring to.
I think they could figure it out.
Yeah.
Weird. The rocket looks like a rocket.
Yeah. But there are quite a few cultists in there because they've been alerted for some reason.
Weird. Marines take care
There's
of that.
also fish people there.
no.
the deep ones.
Close your eyes and shoot wildly.
There is also a
All you
deep
need
one.
is chips now. It's good.
In front of one of the deep ones, there is a massive bioluminescent column of slime rising up from a pool nearby.
Yay.
So all three of you need to give me stability checks.
Yeah.
Fire the bow! Fire the bow!
Lightning gun. Lightning gun.
And your dudes are like, fuck it, let's do this.
Meh.
Difficulty.
4.
Alright, I got 4.
I got 4.
Did you fail?
Yes. Really badly.
Yeah, well, it is 7 stability.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
-1.
This is terrifying.
That's actually not bad. That's the
Yeah.
lowest you've gotten for the whole campaign.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's finally catching up to you. Oh god, what am I doing?
This was a terrible idea.
It is a massive room.
I immediately regret my decision.
The rocket is in the center. It is over a magma pit. You can see the
Magma.
yes. It is actually glowing slightly green as well. You could tell maybe it's a
Familiar.
radioactive, unnatural magma. But there's also a statue of the bloated woman, one of the avatars of Nyarlathotep. That is part of your stability check.
Now Bill can start singing Fat Bottom Girls again.
Wow. But you guys also, you three can give me sense trouble checks. See if you recognize any faces.
Can I
in the
do
crowd.
anything?
Yeah, you just
You can
can't
do
make
generals.
investigative.
Oh, okay.
So general things you can.
Oh, and a couple points.
What was the difficulty?
4.
Okay, I make.
You're getting by by the skin of your teeth.
What? So you failed.
I failed.
What about you? When you make.
I made 4.
Okay, exactly 4. Okay.
Hi, Olivia.
You see someone you just saw recently. Nails Nelson. He is there holding an elephant gun. He looks murderous. You see someone you also recognize. Lydia. Darling.
Lydia.
Yes.
I'm sorry, my characters are coming back to kill you.
I know. But you didn't try to join. Well, you kinda.
Oh, no,
At least with Lydia.
That was a sacrifice to save somebody else.
Yeah, you still signed on with evil.
Niels, he considered it too.
Yeah, that's true. He did.
Nails was dying in a cavern.
But they got his body. They resurrected him. Anyway,
See, you didn't piss.
both of you also
Nyarlathotep
recognize Sir
off
Aubrey
enough.
Pinhue
I did.
from the Carlisle expedition. He is there. There are workers there working on. There are actually guys with welding torches up working on the rocket, up on scaffolding around the rocket, that kind of thing. Sir Aubrey Pinhue is on the other side of the rocket, but he peeks out. Oh god! And then like, oh shit! Kill them all! So you guys have they know you were coming because the shelling was not subtle.
But when has a shelling ever been subtle?
Maybe in the future there will be stealth shelling, but you don't know that yet. That's technology has not yet been invented. Actually, drone strikes are pretty subtle.
We should talk to Jason about this.
So just to make it easier,
He's also speaking to us. He's speaking simultaneously in and out of
I
character.
know.
yeah. So I will give you guys the benefit of the doubt and let you guys take the first action. You guys will go, then the main bad guys will go, and then the red shirts will go. It will be the order of
Do
action.
we have any sort of inclination at what range the unvivified dead people works?
No idea.
It was just like some words, right?
Yes.
That we had to speak.
Yes.
And everyone
Yes,
knows
from here?
them.
Yes, because I'm super generous because I was.
Yeah, that was
You're
quite nice of you.
Yeah. Because I was pretty sure Eric's going to die before he was going to do that.
But we solved
and if you
the
failed one of
problem.
those athletic checks, you totally would have.
I made
solved
it
the problem.
regardless.
I know, you just now, yeah. Anyway, but I will just start with Bill, yes. So there's a couple, yeah.
I'll give it one. I will, Britishfully point my finger, because that's an adjective now.
Okay.
Or adverb, I'm sorry. At Lydia Darlington, and yeah, I closed that tab, but I had looked up the incantation from The Strange Case of Charles Dexter Ward. But
Okay. You say that.
Something Yog Sothoth.
Make a stability test.
Two for us.
This is a spell. You have to make a stability test.
Yep.
Nope. Doesn't work.
Okay.
You mispronounce it.
Yeah.
So, good job. Melissa, what does Sulan do?
I'm gonna try.
Aside from your standard actions, you can also direct your troops to do an objective. Or, once they've made their first morale check, so they're like, fucking kill everything. But if they fail one, you can do actions to get them not to run away.
All right, I'm going to tell the
Wonderland.
people around me to protect me, like stand in a circle and protect me.
Yeah.
And then I am going to
Form a
use
square.
reassurance on myself
Okay.
to calm down and go into a zen-like state, and then do the chant.
Okay, well, that would be an action to try and reassure yourself.
God, just
Yeah.
Okay, make a stability
look at
test.
each other there. We are already dead. We fight to protect those who are still alive.
3.
Okay, you do not reassure yourself. You're just like, no, still scared.
Not buying it.
Turns out.
Power of positive thinking.
I can't use I can't use reassurance anyway.
Yeah, no. I would have allowed basically a stability test to negate the penalties of being a low stability. Your stability would still be really low, but you would suppress those penalties by making a stability test. But basically psyching yourself out. But you didn't. You're still
I failed.
You're still sadly rational.
If only you had some chrome spray paint.
Yeah, exactly. Witness me. What does Margot do? Also, yeah, Sylvie and the other NPCs are with you guys as well. So they all went on your boat. So Jack Brady,
Also being sane.
Jack Brady et al. Are another team, and they will be focused on killing the other NPCs, killing the deep ones and cultists.
Yeah.
He has a Tommy gun that he got somehow, and he's like, oh!
He's chipping fish.
Yeah. Sylvie is plinking away with a Luger, I guess.
Guns akimbo.
Is it ever so nice to kill you all?
What a lovely day!
I assume so. I mean, if you would rather have Sylvie do something else, you could suggest her to do something.
I think we need to have Anne role play that.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't want to take away from your...
No, that's fine. I think
yeah.
she's got a lot of pent up.
Yeah.
She's doing.
I know. She's been under her wheel. So what is Margot doing?
I'm telling my red shirts to go after the cultists,
Okay.
and I'm going to try the incantation.
Okay.
'Cause
Who
I
are
think I
you
remember
looking
it.
at?
Ned.
Nails Nelson?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I don't know why.
It is still an end, but the African
That is what his
mercenary.
mother called it.
All right. Give me a stability test.
Can I add a point?
You sure can. You lower your stability by 1, but you gives you a +1 to your roll.
I'm going to do that. So 3.
Which is that your total, or is that what you roll?
Total.
Oh. So you lose a point of stability. You can't quite get it. You feel the word
this is complicated.
energy just building up in your head, but then you get a terrible at it for a moment. And Nails kind of looks at you. He's like, "What are you doing, witch?" All right. So the main NPCs are going to act, and Nails Nelson is going to aim his elephant gun at you.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, Margot.
He is going to spend 1 to shoot at you, and it's a long-range weapon, so he doesn't have to make a penalty. So, but he only gets a 3. So,
My threshold's a 4.
yes,
Nails
so
rolls like me.
exactly. Good job. You really don't want that elephant gun to hit you. But he speed loads it. He's faster now, so he gets to shoot every turn. Because deal with it. Let's see here. Lydia begins just serenely walking towards you, unarmed, chanting.
Okay.
Yeah. let's see here. There is a deep one holding some slime in his hands that he sort of is beating forth, and then sort of gesticulates towards your general direction, and the Shoggoth rises up out of the pool towards some of the British Marines that are in the way. So
There was a firefight!
3 of them die as they are eaten by the Shoggoth.
No.
So they will have to make a morale check in a little bit. What does Pinhew do? What would he do? If I was a crazy cultist, what would I do?
Gibber.
Yeah.
repeatedly.
Let's see here. What spells does he have? Oh, he has a lot of them. He starts chanting.
That's never a good way to begin a sentence. What spells do you have?
He has a lot. He has the fun ones.
You should have lightning gun here.
Let's see here. So we'll do this. Basically your guys versus their guys as a single entity, you know, and each person represents 1 hit point. So you guys have 65 minus 3, 62 right now, because 3 of your guys got 8. You had, you each had 5 plus 50 Marines.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and then they have, I will say, 90 guys there, because, you know,
Right.
but fortunately your guys are better armed. So your guys are going to kill this many guys.
Yeah.
They're going to kill 5. Well, they killed 5
How
of
many
them.
fish heads? 5.
They minus
oddly
2.
relevant.
They only killed 3, so it's 59 to 85 now. And let's do a morale check. Your guys make it. We're fine. Kill everything.
Oversee,
The cultists. Everyone's in it to win
When
it.
you're a jet, you're a jet.
So they're laying down suppressing fire. The cultists are charging forth.
That phrase will never be the same.
So that's the end of round 1.
Yay.
You guys.
Cavalry arriving yet?
You guys. Well, are you going to make athletic checks to get up there more quickly?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got nothing in it, so
Okay.
I'll just roll
if
it
you have
straight.
nothing in it, it will cost you 1 hit point to push yourself that far to run up them.
Push it real good.
All right.
What if I add 2 hit points? Can I push it really, really good?
Oh, sure.
Sean,
They'll give you plus
never
2
go
roll.
to casinos.
I'll do that.
4.
Okay.
3.
I like Anne, and I would hate to see
You will get here at the end of the
Out of her
turn, so
money
you can
would
act
spend.
after everyone. You will get here at the beginning of round 3. So you're just, you know.
I'm old and I'm operating with 1 eye.
Yeah, no, but depth perception is a problem. It is at night, and you're running over terrain that was just shelled. So
problems.
5 coconut bombs.
you're actually making remarkable progress, all things considered. So round 2 of the Fate of the World battle. Bill, what are you going to do?
Okay, I'm assuming as a former officer, I have some sort of, ceremonial-ish melee type weapon that I tend to carry around, the Navy equivalent of a cavalry saber.
Sure.
So with my 8-point cherry from weapons,
Okay.
I'm going to draw it and regain 4 stability. It is
Old
comfortable in my grip.
Yeah. Gertrude.
And then I'm going to say the words at Lydia again.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to spend 2 stability.
All right.
Nicely played. Maybe. Yep.
6.
Nothing happens. Lydia is alive. It only worked. Well,
Well, I thought she. Oh, yeah.
she's
alive.
She
Yeah,
just signed over.
Yeah.
She just was a free agent and took a new offer.
Okay, so I am going
For those
to.
who didn't see that, Bill gave me the double bird for that.
It was a double bird.
Well, you solved that problem.
But at least we know that Nails is actually dead.
Oh, you know.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's-
No. He's
That's a reasonable conclusion.
I am going to lightning gun.
Okay, who are you going to lightning gun?
Yeah.
You could lightning gun the
Yeah.
mass of cultists, and I would allow each one a damage to kill 1 cultist.
Actually, who you need to get is the deep one holding the slime ball.
Oh, and the one who's directing
Right.
the Shoggoth.
Right.
He is a hard target. It would be +1 to hit him.
lightning gun.
That's
Well,
fine.
I'm just okay. I mean that's
I'll
fine.
add 4.
All right.
And I get 6.
Yeah. No. Good job.
How many are you gonna empty into him?
I don't know how many I have. I actually forgot.
I don't know. 4. What is it? Plus what?
It's a D6 plus 1 base because you're at long range, and then.
And then I can add what I want.
Ye.
Ye.
Yes.
How many do you have left?
Okay.
I
don't
have
know how much health
28
they have.
left.
Okay, so you potentially,
Could just
unless
kill
they
him?
have just a shit ton of hit points, could maybe just have it
I'll
done
add
with.
15.
All right.
Plus 2, plus 1, so 18.
Yeah, no, you blow him up real good. Let's find out what happens.
Excellent.
What happens to a Shoggoth when it is
deep one.
freed? Yeah, when the
Oh,
deep
yeah.
one. Yeah.
That's controlling a
If
shot.
we wanted to be really cray, someone could just bite the bullet and go run grab the
The slime?
slime mold.
Yeah, no, sure, that's intact.
Volunteering?
Can we control it though? Like, we don't know what.
We won't know until we try.
You can make a Cthulhu mythos spin to find out. Sure. No, let's do this.
We're just
For
gonna go
more information,
bonkers. It's
consult-
not gonna.
consult your local
Yeah, no, if
library.
you have Cthulhu mythos points, you could spin one right now.
Even if
you're.
Shoggoth is right for you.
Yeah.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
All right.
Side effects include.
I'm down.
All right, yeah, no, you actually, the term is, the Mapulo is by, it is a slime that is it is a living creature, but it provides a symbiotic link between the person holding it and the Shoggoth.
Okay.
That is, and so yes, if you pick it up, you could control the Shoggoth.
Okay.
So,
I've got a plan.
but anyways, the Shoggoth is free right now. Who is the Shoggoth going to attack?
We'll take odds.
All right, yeah. This first, what side it will do? We'll have to make multiple rolls to see who he targets because it's a big fucking shot.
Should have made a table, Ross. With
I know,
subtables.
I should have. All right, so you're odd. So if it's odd, it will hit you.
Well, you're odd too.
Even it attacks the bad guys.
Yay!
And just because they're really near, I'll say it eats some deep ones. Eats 3 deep ones. Yay!
yeah.
Down to 82.
Grand sushi meal for the Shoggoth.
So that's going to cause a morale problem for them. But good job. Well, let's sue on.
Woohoo, me and my lightning gun.
Anne.
So do we know if Ned, if he's undead,
Nails.
does that mean he can't?
Nails.
Why do I call him?
You know, they've known
Because I want him dead like Ned Stark.
So if I hit him, he just doesn't take it. A hit at all.
Well, you don't know what it happened. By now, thanks to Bill's process of elimination, he is undead.
Well, I thought he was undead.
Yeah.
I don't know if I hit him with my lightning gun, if it's going to do anything.
Well, what you do know is even if he does die, they can bring him back.
If
So-
you make the chance, he might.
But it
suffer.
takes time to bring someone back.
Yeah,
Does
Does it? You know.
If it doesn't,
You
take
do
time to
know
get
if you
rid
say
of
the
him.
words, it will unbind him.
In this case,
But then he'll still want to kill us? Or
No, he will unravel
Yeah.
him.
Slump to the ground.
Ugh, that didn't work last time.
That's because you failed your check.
I know.
because the thing is, if
I have a lot of points to put into weapons, not just...
All right, well, this is a choice. Yeah, this is the dilemma you have to
I don't want
face.
him to shoot me with the elephant gun.
Well,
That sounds like a bad
That's a good call.
That's a fair reference. It's a D6 plus 3 damage.
But if I shoot him, maybe he'll drop the elephant gun.
Or maybe he's immune to pain.
Yeah, he looks pretty
because
good.
sometimes
All
they
right,
come.
You have to make your choice.
Again.
The stability check.
All right.
I'll put 2 into it.
All right.
Oh God, Anne!
Is that a 1?
It
That's
is.
gross.
So I lose another stability.
How much health do you have, by the way?
How many what?
How much health do you have, by the way?
Health? 9.
Okay. So he's going to shoot you. He's going to spend 3 to hit you.
Oh, Margo.
Yeah. No, you tried twice to unravel his existence.
So
He's really
basically,
pissed.
he's gonna hit her.
Unless he rolls a 1.
Oh.
No, wait. No, he got a 4.
Yeah.
And it's a long-range weapon, so it still hits you. So you're hit by an elephant gun, and he does 9 damage.
Yikes.
Oh, Margo.
You were knocked down from the force of the bullet, and so that hurts. Clean through your chest.
Oh, good. And in and out.
Well,
Yeah.
if I get in there, I have first aid, so I have a chance to save you.
I think
Actually,
we're past the point of
more
first
like
aid.
an in and oh.
Yeah, it is a very large wound. So that was your actions, Lydia. let's see here. She is just being crazy. Pinhu, though, pops out and is going to cast a spell on Sulan. Because Sulan just lightning guns the deep ones. Yeah.
So now Ross arrived. Aaron arrived.
Yeah, well, this is after he finishes that. So,
And the red shirts.
He's going to spend 3 on a stability check, so he will succeed. Look, he succeeded. But you can make it. Actually, it's an opposed check. So let me double check this.
I'm -1 stability rock.
You can spend more to survive.
Let me double check on the mechanics for shriveling because it's actually been a while since I've done shriveling.
Yeah, me too.
Shriveling.
Yes.
The trouble with
It's the, desiccate you, draw, turn you into a dried husk.
You tried to kill me.
Yeah.
We're in his base shooting his mans.
it's okay. Tomorrow will be all sunshine and roses.
Maybe.
Holy
Tell you
crap. This
With
is
the
going to
dark
suck for
Winnie
you.
the
Your
Pooh
stability's -1.
Yeah.
All right.
I can feel sad after
You take 4 damage.
Just health?
Yes.
Okay.
this is like child.
Make another stability check, though, because...
What?
Yeah, no, this is terrible.
I'm totally gonna get a 6 or 5.
Which passes.
Hey.
Fine.
All right, so you also lose 1 off your maximum health.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got the black lung, Pop.
Yeah, no, your flesh shrivels up.
Like I said.
Looking more like a mummy.
Gross.
Yeah, no,
Although
it's pretty
you're
horrific.
Asian and you're past middle age, so
Holy god
Ross is no
damn!
longer rewarding racism.
Yeah,
Bill.
no, that's terrible.
well, it also applies
Or
to
sexism.
let's see, Russians. And
Anyone who lives a hard life outdoors, like
Yeah.
not a courtesan, a high class. Who,
Let
to be fair, you have been living a kind of hard last year. What with the killing and the adventure.
It's aged me a bit.
Yeah.
The screaming and the running and the gliding.
So let's see how the morales of the 2 groups. This is your guys. Things are going not so well. Let's see the cultists. Cultists are like, actually, the morale's after the killing. So your guys get to kill first because they have shotguns and weapons. So 11. They kill 11 of the guys.
nice.
The cultists get to kill a d6 of them. So 3. So you're down to 56.
56 versus
But your guys start pulling back. They will go down to 1d6. If they fail another morale check, they will start fleeing.
Okay.
So they're like, "Whoa, this is getting a little crazy."
Come back, you
So Aaron, you show up. Now it's the end of round 2. It's the final countdown. What are you doing?
Do I see where nails?
You already saw a shotgun, so you don't have to give me another stability check though, because fuck it.
I just need a shotgun.
Yeah, I know. There's more
I'll
shit.
remember this tomorrow, Ross.
Yeah, no, I clearly I deserve it.
It's all your fault.
Just 2 more.
So down to 6.
Yeah.
Then -6. So
-6, nice.
you're welcome.
What am
You're
I
having
doing?
a really bad
You
day
haven't even
now.
gotten there yet. You'll get there at the B. You'll act with the rest of the PCs at round 3.
So after everybody.
Actually, yeah, after everyone else goes. So basically, you're delayed a little more. Well, you made choices, and
I actually got a shotgun
yeah. Well,
with Aaron's help.
Aaron did the heavy lifting on that. Anyways, Aaron, you get to act.
Well, I see the hole in Margot.
You see
He's at
chaos.
-6.
Yeah. What happens to him?
Don't give
Is that
Ross a
the-
present.
Don't
Blasted! Alright.
Don't look so happy.
Frenzied attack, panicked flight, or doing nothing.
Your only choices.
So, yeah, no, but I will say because you're a fanatic cult and you can throw yourself heedlessly into battle. So.
This also shouting the words of power that have been given to me.
Yeah, no, you can do that.
Nails is going down. Sorry, first character.
Stability check.
That's it.
Spend
So long, Ned.
I'm in negatives. I can't.
You can
spell.
still
You can
spend.
spend.
You only lose your character at -12.
Nothing to lose at this point. 3. We're -9.
Yeah.
Let's take this bitch.
All right.
5. So.
All right, you succeed. Nails looks at you, and he starts he turns into dust into your very eyes.
Goodbye, my former love.
Everyone give me a stability check. Actually, no. Just you, because you did it, and you two, because you actually knew him. Yeah.
Am I paying that close attention? I'm bleeding out over
I'm
here.
fine.
All right, no, fair. That's fair. Marco, yeah, you're not. You're looking at the ceiling.
You're pretty much dead.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
No,
She's at 0. She's got
all right,
12
you're
more to
fine.
go through.
I got 6.
I dedicate this victory to
I don't give a
Nodens.
fuck. That's yeah. Traders get stitches or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So new round 3. So you'll get the act at the end of this round.
I am running for the slime orb. 6 points of athletics.
Running for
All right,
glory.
make your roll.
11.
All right.
Have I got
it? You will take 1 attack
Is it kind of poetic when I
because you're
killed myself?
wading through dozens of cultists and shit like that. With a
Closing
5,
the-
he spent 1 point.
Okay.
So you will take 3 points of damage as you are cut.
You're going to have to cut me.
Yes, you're gonna have to cut me. All right, so let's.
I just did it to make you happy, Ross.
Ross has never been so happy.
Oh my god.
It's just like how the other game ended.
This is wow. All right.
I'm so
Give
glad
me
you-
a sanity test.
Wow.
You can spin sanity
Do
on
we
me.
have a sanity test yet?
I don't think so. No, this is new.
You're grabbing a mythos artifact.
No,
That's
I played
alive.
sanity.
I'll spin 2.
Good. Yeah. No, you want to.
5.
All right. You are.
Anything.
No, you are take an additional 4 points of damage as they grab onto you and burrow into your arms partially. They are slime blobs, but with a jellyfish-like tentacles that burn into you, but you stay conscious. So. And you feel your central nervous system wedding itself to the linking itself to the Shoggoths. So as the Shoggoth moves, so do you. Yeah.
What?
As you move, the Shoggoth moves.
Try to reverse it.
Actually,
As above, so below.
Actually, you're beginning to lose track of who's who.
assuming direct control.
Yes. So that's your action, though.
When 2 become 1.
It's all good.
Yeah, no, you're just it's pretty overwhelming.
Melee is what brings us together.
The last human who ever did this lived in Hyperborea, and so
Well, he can't be as cool as a Brit.
no. So good job.
That was the gold made of Age of Man,
Sulan!
bastard.
Lydia is actually walking right up to you. Everyone's ignoring her, but she's getting really close.
Why?
I don't know. She's totally crazy.
But alive.
Yes.
I shoot her with my lightning gun.
All right.
Not for much.
Do you want to make a Cthulhu Mythos spend?
I do? I want to. Yes, I do.
All right. You lose a point of sanity.
Okay.
We weren't using those.
You realize she is dressed in the ceremonial robe of sacrifices to the Order of the Bloated Woman. And there are symbols on her robe that would indicate that she is actually performing a ritual of a sort, a ritual of sacrifice. She is attempting to channel the avatar of the Bloated Woman.
Don't kill her.
Why not?
A ritual of sacrifice?
If she dies, if you kill her, the avatar of the Bloated Woman will appear.
Let's all say it together. If you strike her down,
Right,
she
right.
will be, yeah.
But she does have a knife, too, and she's coming to stab you. She will not get here this round, but the next round. Because she's walking,
But
because
I
she's
can
totally
act, right?
crazy.
I can act.
Yeah, you can act.
So,
You made you spin, so you realize what's going on.
so am I close enough to her to?
You're about 20 feet away.
Okay, could I spend scuffling to subdue her?
You sure can. Or you could athletics to run away from her. Sir Pinu is behind that rocket on the other side of the room. He's beginning to chant again.
Yeah, I'll shoot him first, and then
Okay.
we'll deal with her next. time.
She will get an attack on you next round then.
Okay,
So,
that's fine.
all right.
So I am going to add.
She's playing. I can't touch. You can't touch me, but I can touch you. Only with a knife.
That's good. Okay, so I got 4.
To hit him. That actually strikes the rocket. It is a 5 to hit him. He's behind cover.
What happens to the rocket?
Strikes the rocket.
Yes.
We need to keep the rocket
It
intact.
hit, well, one of the supports holding the rocket up.
Okay, but nothing bad
Don't spend
happens.
points.
Go and roll damage. Do you want to spend any to increase damage?
I don't.
Actually, I can
Just
make-
one.
Okay. it makes some
Sparks a
really
little.
neat sparks.
Ooh.
I realized my aim wasn't good.
So Margot, you realize that you're on the ground, out. Well, actually,
Can I act
don't.
on-
Yeah, you can still act. You're at 0 hit points, not at -6. So you're still
Okay.
conscious. The pain hasn't really. You haven't felt it yet. It just happened. So, and you do see though the soldiers faltering though. So you could make a spin to try and keep them in the fight. Or you could just like sit up and start shooting. Or
so I can stand. I like moving.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
stand would be your action.
Chest standing up and shooting might raise morale.
If you killed somebody, I would allow it.
How many firearms points?
But
do
you
have?
haven't. Yeah, you are bleeding, so you will lose 1 hit point around until you're.
Can
treated.
I use?
You could order
first
your
aid
guys
on
to treat you.
myself?
What?
Can I use first aid on myself for a 1-on-1?
Yeah, you could. That would be your action.
I might do that. I don't think anyone else is going to be able to help me at this point.
Well,
first aid if I can get to
the
your spell.
NPCs can do the same thing. They can heal 2 hit points, but that would be action too because you can't really do anything while they're
bandaging.
Yeah, bandaging you.
Yeah.
So you can heal 2 points or heal however many you want by using your own pool. So what do you want to do?
I'll just use my own pool. Use all of 4 of them.
Okay, so you heal 4 hit points.
Ain't got time to bleed.
Oh god, yeah, pack that hole full of gauze. It'll be fine. So
Didn't need liver anyway.
let's see here. Bad guys get to go. Lydia closes the distance with Sulan.
I can change the world.
Let's see here. Nails is
I can go the
no longer
distance.
existent. The Shoggoth is frozen, as it is. Pinyu is chanting again. Actually, everyone in the room, now all the PCs, roll a d6. If you roll a 1 or 2, you are hit by a random attack.
Haha!
I'm fine. I got a 6.
I got a 4.
2. You said a 1. You said
1 or 2.
He said a 1.
You take 6 points of damage as you are hit by a fucking rifle bullet.
good for you.
Ding!
Ow.
That wasn't
Is it
it.
my turn now?
It is Aaron and your turns. Yeah, Aaron gets to go first, and then you.
So that's fine. So 5. That was annoying.
Well, you're in a mass battle now. It's pretty chaotic.
How close am I to Sunan and Lydia?
Not too far away, maybe 50 feet.
Could I reach them in 1 round?
Sure.
Okay. Gonna run towards. Well, actually, I take that back. How do you want me to heal you anymore?
Actually, both of you give me a sense trouble check to see if you can assess the battlefield.
Yes.
Because whoa.
Yeah, there's like
I'll spend 4
yeah.
for 6. What was
Okay.
the
7.
All right.
What was the maker?
4. Just
Good.
so you can identify everything that's going on.
Okay.
You don't need to metagame. First off, I should make the morale check. So your guys, yeah, they're not
The rallying.
they're not falling back any
It's 5.
further.
It could be worse.
Yeah, cultists. Yeah, no, fuck it.
Damn it.
They love it. So your guys do 2d6 damage. They roll 6. They kill 6 guys. The other guys do d6 plus 2. So 5 guys. So 6 to 5. So yeah, both sides are getting thinner. You can't.
Ever so slightly.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I lightning gun pin you.
Okay, it is harder to hit.
So, and I have my.
You can see what he's doing. I'm sorry. What were you doing now?
Do I still have my action to go?
Oh yeah, you go
Oh,
first.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. Then in that case, because do you want me to heal you or do you want me to?
Well, I'm at 4 now, so if you want to do something else, you
Lightning gun
4's
pin
not so
you.
bad.
So,
We can both light him up like a Christmas tree.
He might have that spell shieldy thingy.
true. So
Deeply scary
you'll do that.
sorcerer.
You'll do that. I'm gonna go. Oh, if you think you're okay, Marvin, I'm gonna go over to assist with Lydia since I see her.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
So So I'll run. I want to take care of my own previous character's problems.
So what are you doing?
I'm just running over to stop that. So
you can make a scuffling. What are you doing to Lydia?
Lydia. So
Lydia's going to stab her. You need to going to stab Sulan.
Yep.
Margot's fine. So
I will just do a full scuffling to knock her out.
Actually, you need to make a Cthulhu Mythos spin, or otherwise you're just going to shoot.
I can't.
Oh, you don't have any left.
No, I can't. I can't do investigative. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. You have to try and kill Lydia.
Mind controlling players, huh, Ross?
You don't. She's trying to stab her. You wouldn't know that she's the avatar of the. Well, you're too. Your mind is too chaotic now to recognize.
Actually, I just see the.
You see an enemy. You have to kill him. Kill her.
Or I could just. I see an enemy. I can stop her.
Although
to
you
kill
are
her.
still black.
You have a gun.
So
Can
you
I
are
spend
supposed to be...
Cthulhu Mythos and then shoot Aaron?
You don't know that that's happening yet. Aaron's acting first. So Aaron, if you have to, if you're you can't non-lethally attack Lydia. You have to either ignore her or try to kill her.
Anyway, it wouldn't be a very frenzied attack to attack non-lethally.
Yeah, exactly. So are you going to shoot her, or are you not going to ignore her?
No, I'm going to actually go in with my sword because this is a kill for Nodens. So.
All right, yeah, no, go for it.
So weapons.
You have to spend at least 4 points, or half your points.
At least 4?
Yeah, no, frenzy.
I'm so sorry, guys.
It's all right. It's just a sword. Can't
Lydia
hit that
doesn't have,
hard.
how many? Yeah, I'm just going to say Lydia. Yeah, it's a certain number of hit points.
8.
Drop
Really?
lightning.
There's a certain number.
Go for it. I'll give you +1 damage because you're charging.
All right, 9.
All right, roll damage.
So
Now
Wait.
it's going to roll a 6.
Wait, the clear die has been doing well.
Wait, put it in the other hand.
it's as it is.
I know.
You're welcome too.
All right, 2 points of damage. You don't kill her.
Weird.
Thank you.
So yeah, she stabs. Yeah, no, but you're
You
trying
have
to
her
kill her.
eyeball on the end of your saber.
You
Congratulations.
slash at her.
I don't feel like that's 2 points.
So the
But you can tell me not to kill her afterwards, and I might listen.
you're screaming that she must die or whatever.
Doubtful.
So what are you gonna do, Sean?
Lightning gun pinhew.
All right, roll.
Spending 3. Getting 7.
All right.
Spending 2 on the damage.
Okay.
3.
All right. Ow.
And with that,
Singed it.
That was a choice.
my lightning gun is now empty.
Oh.
That is why. Did Aaron drop his, by the way?
No, it's got a strap. Remember?
I knew that would come back to bite.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the round?
That is the round.
Okay. Here's what I want to do.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Shoggoths create the organs they need.
Yes.
On demand.
Yes.
All right.
Electrical
What I want to do now is change this thing into the world's first giant organic amplifier.
Okay.
And I want to spend a point of reassurance and start singing God Save the Queen
Holy shit.
for the morale.
Wow.
By the by,
actually,
because I'm a
Rule
military
Britannia.
officer,
Yeah.
Rule Britannia. God Save the Queen came to mind. I can spend reassurance to calm panicking or erratic people.
All right.
So,
All right. Yeah, that'll do it.
can I have morale and also snap Aaron out of?
You can. Well, Aaron is still actually no. It's because he's really he will not be suicidal or panic, but he will still fight.
Erratic.
Yeah. Well, Lydia's a valid enemy.
But back to the point where he
Yeah.
has some choice.
Yeah, he has some choice, but anyway.
All right, done.
All right, that's your action.
Ba, 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 ba.
No, your sailors. They fucking love it. So they're back to gung ho mode.
You know, at that size, it's probably more like in dubstep.
No, there
Actually,
are
I'm
rocks
surprised
falling
the
from the
volcano doesn't
ceiling.
just-
Also trying to create some sort of horrible larynx that just blah blah blah.
Sulan, what are you doing?
So, Charles.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I am going to defend myself from being stabbed by Lydia.
Okay.
Because she's still coming at me.
She's actually turned
She's
to
distracted by the
focus
crazy
on
man.
your new buddy.
Knock her out.
Scuffling to just knock her out.
Okay, give me this is an opposed check.
I'm adding 2 because it's all I
She'll
have.
spend 3. 7. Yep. Nope.
I failed.
Whew.
It's okay. He tried.
She's really badass when it comes to
Yeah.
not being knocked out.
Darlington
Yeah.
blood.
Good.
Who's up?
So-
Good hustle. And
So why did it suddenly change to not being hit or hit threshold?
it's an opposed roll. She
Not
was trying.
scuffling. Once it's more than 2 combatants, as long as you hit somebody's hit threshold, you
Okay. Well, she wasn't trying to do damage. She was trying to put her
Knock her
basically in a
out.
chokehold or something like that.
Okay, but she made physical contact and did nothing?
I just for the sake of it, I'm going to say
Okay.
that she dodged
I
out of the way. Yeah, she rolled better. Let's see here. Sorry, Anne, Margaret.
I have a question.
Sure.
So when we use normal guns and we get double their threshold, we get a bonus.
yeah,
Does that work with lightning guns as well?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to try to hit Penhew and put 9 points.
Okay.
It was a 5, right?
Yes, he is
Alright.
cowering behind one of the support structures.
So 4, 9. Let me write that down.
13, yeah.
All right.
13.
Now you can do that.
Empty
And
it.
then I'm going to put 20 points in, just to be sure.
Okay.
So 23.
Okay. You obliterate him and
Oh,
the
wait, not
support
20.
structure that he
I
was
didn't have
cowering
20.
behind. You were not being subtle. So the rocket starts leaning over.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, no, it depends on your definition of good. It kills him quite spectacularly.
Kills him real bad.
And so good job there.
We like lightning and crap out of wizards.
Yes.
I'm just
And
glad that we saved our lightning guns for the end.
yeah. So, Sean, what are you doing?
I am going to do a scuffling test against Lydia.
Why? Do you have a Cthulhu Mythos point to spend?
Yes, I do.
Okay, spend that. Loses.
Actually, well,
Spend it, lose a sanity, right?
Okay, yes.
And then I spend 2 on scuffling because that's all I've got.
Okay. All right.
And I get 4. So hopefully
Throwing
Ross
dice at
rolls
Ross.
worse than 4.
6.
Yep, I do very
all
poorly.
right, and
You can't. You have to try and kill her or find another target.
all right. May I suggest something?
Okay.
If I make one more prayer to Nodens in order to spend the Cthulhu Mythos, basically sacrifice everything, would a call of lightning prevent the bloated woman from emerging?
I think that would make her bigger.
Basically,
Yeah.
well, no, it's just because it requires a blood sacrifice to come.
Well, one thing you don't know that she's going to be the Avatar. That's the thing.
Innocent.
At this
Sacrifice.
point, Aaron imagines the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man when everybody was supposed to
Yeah.
keep their heads.
Yeah, you don't know that she's going to be the Avatar. That's the thing. You're basically on fight or flight. You're just kill.
I know, because I damn it, I'm trying to.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can ignore her and try and find a bigger target. If you want to, or you can just. There's the massive cultist up front of you. She's just like some puny woman with a knife.
So, I get to. So I guess so. Well, I see her markings. And I assume like priestess.
Nope, you can't think rationally. You're crazy at this point. That's the whole point. You're -6 or 7 stability.
Dance, puppet, dance.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're trying to take care of that, so unleash the lightning on the cultist. So
Okay. You step back. You fire. How many were you spending to hit?
spending 5 to hit.
Okay. It's massive cultist.
So yes, 11.
All right, you can roll double damage.
And spending 15 just to sweep the field.
Okay.
30 plus.
Yeah.
So 15.
Roll 2d6.
Oh, 2d6 for this.
2d6 plus 2 plus 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the point spend do not double.
So 10.
Okay.
25. 25.
Okay. Wow. I assume that empties the lightning gun?
Yeah.
In a massive discharge of lightning. And your soldiers rally forth. So you kill quite a few of them, and so the soldiers surge forth and they stab and they start shooting everyone around, all your enemies. including Lydia, the crazy woman with the knife.
crap.
Damn it! I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you didn't yell. No one yelled out, "Don't kill her! Take her alive!" If you'd done that, you could have done that.
Every man jack of
And I think I drained our last gun, which brings the blow.
So she goes down in a hail of gunfire, or stab wounds.
Do you have one more?
We have enough
I
for
been
everyone.
carrying? No, we were -1.
We had an extra.
I gave it to
Oh,
him.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had
No, you
that
gave it to
whole
him.
go
Yeah,
around.
so
But anyways, Lydia goes down
Get-
in a
get-
hail of gunfire.
get the Shoggoth on it immediately.
So let's see how your guys don't need to make a morale check. The cultists are still in it to win it. They are devoted motherfuckers. But you actually now outnumber them.
Yay.
So the battle goes on. So you probably have a round. Those of you who made your Cthulhu Mythos spin, you realize you probably have a round before the bloated woman shows up.
Can we use Cthulhu Mythos to prevent that somehow?
You don't have anything you can really use to leverage it.
Unbind on Lydia, and maybe.
No.
She's not dead.
Yeah,
She's alive.
Well, she is. She's become an
She's
empty
something.
vessel. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's an empty vessel for.
So it definitely is her, though?
It is her.
Okay, then I reach out with the Shoggoth, pick her up by one leg, and toss her into the magma.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me another sanity check.
Spin 2, what do I need him for?
Okay.
Go take a swim in the caldera.
Shoggoth thinks that's a bad idea and is fighting you for control.
Come on.
Damn it.
3.
The Shoggoth turns on you and starts lurching towards you. It is not suicidal. It thinks that action is suicidal. As it perceives Lydia as a vessel of great power that is being filled with a greater power, and the Shoggoth does not want to anger it.
Somebody just do it with athletics.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Anyways, Sulan, is your action.
Alright, so I'm going to run and throw her in.
Okay, that's an athletics check.
I'll spend 4.
Can we do it as a group check
Yes.
if we run over
I'll
together?
spend 6.
How many of you? Everybody but Aaron knows about.
I
it.
will.
Did all of you make your
I will
Cthulhu
run
Mythos?
with them and
Can I
just
do
do a
a Cthulhu?
straight up.
You can do it now. Make your.
It's just a point
Yeah,
spent
I
in the
spent it.
sanity?
Yes. So you recognize, oh shit, she's the bomb. Literally. So yeah, you can make a group spin. So all three of you can roll athletics. And tell me what your total is of all three rolls.
I got 3. I can't add anything.
I'm adding 4.
Okay.
Oh, I
So I got
need to add
5.
more then.
So,
Do you have any points left in athletics?
Yes, I have all of it.
Okay, well, that's spend it.
so we're up to 8.
I'll spend 2. So 7.
Okay.
15.
All right, you managed to throw her in the magma. The radioactive magma.
Coney!
Wait, we're not about to get the radioactive bloater woman, are we? Which is probably a 50s movie.
She's going to have to claw her way out of all that radioactive magma.
Yes.
I'll call for Coney and it can be his island.
Let me take a
No.
look. There are stats for her. All right, so you do that. The three of you give me health checks because you're right up in front of the magma. Yeah,
1.
That's radioactive.
4.
2 points of damage if you fail 4, or if you get less than a 4.
2 points? That's all we get?
Health points.
Is there anything if you get a
I'm buying them
4?
at 3.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're not affected by it, or you're too tough to be. You just run up to it and run away. But it's emitting radiation and intense heat, so you're not singed and irradiated.
Good thing I already have kids. No.
But
That was it.
So, Aaron, at this point, the Marines and the sailors are routing the cultists. Actually, everyone else, give me one last d6 check, and roll 1 or 2 means you get hit by stray bullets
5.
or blades or something.
good.
What's that?
Aaron got a 1.
As it should be.
3 points of damage for you.
I'm Sulan got
You got, all right. 1 point.
Yeah.
You are singed or winged. So everyone else is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think really hard at the Shoggoth that, okay, fine, we don't have to do that, but the rocket's tipping over, and that would also be self-destructive, so let's hold the rocket up.
Okay. Sanity check. You're trying to pit lines against the...
Yes.
All
No
right.
problem.
All right. That's right. Oh, yeah, no, that's a good point.
Is that what a shotgun sounds like?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
They are genetic antecedents.
I'm now imagining a Shoggoth in the Dilbert comic strip.
Where he sounds like Stephen Wright. Oh, yeah. I guess so.
Guess I won't eat you now. Whatever. So it holds up the rocket, which was tilting low. The other supports are twisting as they couldn't support the bulk of the weight. But all of you hear an earthly roar, screaming coming from the magma pit. Everyone give me one more stability check.
6.
For the listeners at home, Aaron is the only one who failed.
Wow. All right, it's another point.
Nope, Sean did too.
Oh, you did? It's a 4.
Okay.
It's a point of sanity if you failed. And
what am I using that for?
4 points of stability.
I'm gone.
Oh, you're negative 12?
Yep.
All right, so... Nolan, save me! Nolan, save me! So he's gone.
I still have 9 to go.
Yeah, you're fine-ish.
Actually, can I choose my own end on this?
Sure.
Suicide run into the pit.
Actually, look around. I will take this down, run by, snatch the bow off of Sulon, and jump in jump into the magma while it's shooting an arrow.
Oh, that's a scuffling check to grab to heist the bow.
Can Sulon just chuck him into the pit so we can keep the bow?
Scuffling?
Yeah, no, you can't make any points.
Actually,
You're negative 12.
Actually, you'll need that. I'm
I
sorry.
might use my bow.
No, you're crazy. You're going to do it. Roll d6.
That's a dick.
Roll a d6.
And he got a 5.
Oh, it's for the scuffling?
Yeah, no, just roll d6.
D6? Alright.
You can't make any spend.
6. I'm so sorry.
Sulon, you can make an opposed scuffling check to judo him away.
I got a 1.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I just got shot.
Yeah, Ow! What? Alright, so the bloated woman is in the magma pit. It is slowly coming out. The magma pit is getting unstable. It is throbbing with unnatural energies. Pulsating, sorry. The rocket, the Shoggoth is holding up the rocket, but, it's only a matter of time. Well, you can't hold it up forever.
Right.
How many explosives are in the rocket?
That's actually good. Everyone, you can give me a sense trouble check.
I will put 2. I will get 6.
Oh, look, there's a warhead over there that Serpenia was working on.
What was the...
it was 4.
So the rocket's just a...
there are some explosives in it, but the main warhead is off to the side. But you could throw it into the magma pit if you wanted to.
I'm down with this plan.
Or we could, follow through on our promise and
run,
help the Marines get it out.
Or we could just
you could. Yeah, so everyone gets one action per round. I will secretly determine how long it is before the blood woman gets out.
Can I shoot the? Was I
Spoilers.
shooting
It was 1.
Was it really?
I wasn't looking.
It is possible. So Sean, what are you gonna do?
Don't make me go first. Have Bill go first.
Bill, go.
Have the same person go first.
All right.
I'm gonna have the Shoggoth drop the rocket.
Okay.
Preferably down into the pit.
Okay.
And go grab the warhead and start trundling it out the tunnel.
You want the Shoggoth to pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay. First, give me that sanity check to see if you can control an ancient creature.
So, I just want to point out that getting it to sing like
Rule Britannia.
Rule Britannia did not take a sanity test.
It was fine with that. It was
Reality
cool.
is
British. It's enough. A great old one.
It's 5.
All right.
Added some whimsy into its life.
You feel the slime blobs burrowing into your flesh more as you're through sheer force of will and sheer Britishness commanded to drop the rocket. So the rocket starts sinking into the magma. That's good, yeah. So
as long as we're all out of here, it's fine.
Sulon, what are you going to do? You could run. That's always a classic. All right. That's a fleeing check.
I'm pretty sure that...
Athletics, right?
Athletics?
I'd allow athletics too.
I will spend 2. 8.
All right. See ya. So you get out. You're getting there. What is Mario going to do?
We know that the rocket was what we really wanted to destroy, right?
That was the
brink
key
of
to their
being
plan.
destroyed.
Without it, they cannot enact their plan.
Okay.
So that is currently sinking into radioactive magma. pretty sure they're not going to be able to salvage it.
Okay.
Plus, they're all dead or dying.
Is
Hard work here, it's
Sylvie
done.
still around?
Sylvie's actually been with the main Marine, just firing away with a bolt-action rifle or 2 Lugers. I don't know.
Can I call for Sylvie and that we're running now?
Yep. No, capital idea.
Time to go.
Yes. So you can make an athletics or fleeing check. Sylvia will give you a +1.
Alright, I'll add 3. So 6 plus 3 plus 1.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah.
You're out.
Really, like, I'm just having a lot of fun imagining this, like, whole, like, the next thing for Margot and Sylvie is, like, this amazing, like, girls' adventure.
Style.
Yeah. They are the Hardy Boys in this universe in my head
But a
canon.
lot more badass than the Hardy Boys.
Fair enough.
That's like lowballing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was, you know.
So, Sean, have you decided what you're going to do?
Bill, you were trundling the warhead?
Yeah.
Or did he not make it there?
He ordered ordering the shotguns is a full action. It's not easy to do.
So I run to the warhead,
All right. Yep.
and I'm going to trundle it out.
Do you have any? Can you make any spins to
How
command
big is a warhead?
Submarines? It's fairly large. You need at least 2 people to carry it.
Cop talk, would that work?
Sure.
Or reassurance?
Reassurance. This is a good idea.
We want that out of here because if the magma rises up and touches that thing, it's gonna be bad.
It's gonna
all
be
right.
that anyway. In a second.
So that was a spend, right?
Yes.
And then now what?
You get some guys there. They to yeah, sure, of course, and that you start trundling it out. Good rolling there, Aaron. So you see the one tentacle rising out of the pit, but the rocket is holding it. But as the rocket is sinking, the bloated woman is hanging on the side of it. The Shoggoth sees this happening, and you get a sense that it is going to head. There is a pool of water that it's going to, book its ass to. The urge to flee is rising.
So,
The
to
urge
ask-
to merge can rob us
I
of-
meant to ask, am I already in the lava pit and done, or...
Oh yeah, no, you died.
I was going to make one shot at the blood woman when I was going in.
Yeah, no, make your weapon check.
Okay, thanks. That's my last 2. And the enchanted bow.
No spins. You're at negative 12. It's a straight D6 for you.
Oh, I can't. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's the magic bow.
4.
All right.
I hit the blood woman.
You hit it. Good job. It's an avatar of a god, so it's not dead, but you pissed it off more. Good job.
If I wasn't sure that you were already going to die.
Yeah.
I'm
I
okay.
do so.
I'm going to the hunting grounds. I'm okay.
All right, I tell the Shoggoth it's been a pleasure working with you and try to figure how to... Oh.
They don't come off.
Manual disconnect.
They are bound. They are burrowed into your flesh. And so the Shoggoth's plan is actually not just to book it to the escape pool, it's to grab you, eat you, and then escape. Because that is the thing that controls it, and it really wants to reabsorb that into its body. Do you have any more Cthulhu Mythos to spend?
No, I spent my 1.
Yeah, you have no idea what to do in terms of dealing with this alien technology.
I would if I had a hand.
So you
Was it
could
both?
try to.
I'm sorry, I thought it was only one arm. I thought. It was...
Give me a stability check as you realize, oh shit.
It's gonna take longer than that.
no, your arm's off.
That's 6. You're probably going to die, and another point is to sanity.
Oh, fuck it. Are there still some Marines around?
Yes.
Chop my
There.
arms off.
Yeah,
Do you have intimidate?
I do.
You can make a spend.
I'm out of points, but I have
Okay,
a
you
skill.
could do that. Get it off! Get it off!
I don't think screaming like a little girl is very intimidating.
No, they're like, oh shit! No, we got to hit that off.
Okay, if they can at all, they can take 1, but try to just once we've got that freedom. I would like to try to keep 1 arm.
They're on both your arms.
Right,
yeah.
but they're burrowed in. Surely if we get it
No,
off of one, we
they're
can get
burrowed.
enough
They're partially
leverage.
burrowed in, but they can see them. They're like big globular things on your arm.
He just wants to keep one arm, Ross.
Yeah, no, they're on both arms. I mean, you kind of
Right, but I figure after one's gone, if they're burrowed in, then you have more leverage after you're only pulling on one side.
Look, I have an iPad. You're going to have 2 hooks. We can pilot a pirate ship. After
All right,
this
so
is
here's the
all done.
thing. All right, give me. So the Marine,
One piece.
he makes his weapon check. Give me a health check to not pass out.
Okay.
Well, I already was missing the eye, so...
Fuck it, I'll spin one.
Okay.
Juice it a little bit.
This is really hell. Yeah, no, you probably don't
Actually, it doesn't start till I'm on -1. I'll spin 2.
want to. All right.
Whoa.
Well,
All right, still
British.
conscious. You still lose 3 more health.
I have
Oops.
no arms, but
Yeah.
I'm awake.
What are you down to?
-3.
Okay. You.
It's just a bad day.
It's a bad day. Your arm is gone.
Both arms, aren't they?
Well, you said only one arm, right?
Okay, is it remotely possible
To save
after
one.
one is gone to save
You have no
one?
idea. You don't have any Cthulhu Mythos to spend, so you have to make decisions with incomplete information.
Okay, so I guess it's not remotely possible. Take them both.
All right, take them both. Give me another health check. It's fucking. You can't hack on both
Hacking
arms.
your arms
Yeah,
off.
that's a.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have made that decision before it started.
Okay, we could rewind it if you do that, but you can't hack off 2 arms at once.
You have 2 people helping you out.
Well, it's still 2 checks. I think you don't do them at the same time.
Fine.
It's fine.
All right, it's another 3 points of damage.
Fine, it's good.
All right, with that I pass out.
All right.
No,
yeah.
sorry, I just have to.
You have to make a health check.
that I can't pass because it's the absolute value of negative health.
You have to get a. Well, what's
It's the absolute value
Oh,
of
you
negative
had-
health.
you had a
I'm at
negative-
-6.
Okay.
I
You
could
pass
spend
out?
more to do it, but that
Okay,
triggers
so
another.
yeah. No, you pass out. The Marines pick you up and start trying to carry
Okay.
you out.
Works for me.
Yeah, they are tottering behind. Okay.
With us, we
No man-
What?
Yeah.
Supposed to get
So
At least you have
you two are both out. Are you waiting for anybody, or you're just booking it?
What's the state of the ship situation?
It's about 2/3 down there. You can hear the roaring. The entire cavern is pulsing with unnatural light.
we're
Magma's
not
starting to
taking that
leak.
one,
It's
so-
magma's starting to rise up from the pit.
Did you say pit situation or
ship.
ship?
Oh, the ship.
situation?
You're in the
Yeah.
you're in the volcano. You can't see outside. Unless you leave. Are you
Wait,
leaving?
you said they're outside.
She left
Are
last
you
turn.
waiting for
No,
them?
that's what. Well, you got to the entrance. Are you waiting for anyone? Or are you just
You
continuing
said
to
they
run?
were
That was it.
outside.
No. I said you left. Sorry, I meant to say you
I'm
got to
gonna
the
run
exit.
because I want to see what the ship situation.
Okay, so you're not waiting for anybody.
No.
All right.
I'm looking at the ship.
All right. Are you waiting for anybody? Are you and Sylvie waiting for anybody? Or are you just getting the fuck out?
Did we see anything happen while we were running?
You hear yelling, screaming. You know, the magma, the unnatural roaring, muffled explosions.
I think we're gonna run.
Okay.
It's a good choice.
Yeah. So you guys can't help Bill. That's what I meant. That's what I'm trying to.
That's what Marines are for.
I know. Sean, where were you?
Have I made it
Drop his
outside
arms
with the
up.
warhead?
Oh yeah, you're behind. So you two are gone. You two can get to the ship next turn and see where it is.
Am I outside with the warhead?
You're at the exit right now.
I keep going.
Okay, so you don't. One of the guys says, "Look, there's a few men left behind."
2 of you go back.
Okay.
Get that one, and I point to Bill. The rest of you with me.
Okay.
And I load the warhead into a dinghy.
Okay. So you're leaving Bill behind. I just want to
And we
get a
sail into the sunset.
Okay.
Nobody knows where I went with the warhead.
How?
Yeah.
It's a pretty closed system. It's
The
an
mantis-
island and a boat.
The mantis is still intact.
I'm on the other side of the island.
One of the gunboats is still intact.
No food and no
Yeah.
water.
and one nuclear warhead.
The Yithians
You
will come
know,
for the warhead.
I'm pretty sure you're good. Yeah, that's a fitting in
About
for
right.
Yeah.
your characters. All of them in this campaign is you, a boat, and a warhead.
And this one didn't even have explosives.
So Bill, it'll come down to one final check for the Marines to see if they get out before the cavern basically collapses.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll just say you make it. It's more
Thanks.
Yeah. As you bleed out, or not, don't quite bleed out. They tie belts to your arms.
They're Marines. They know how to do that.
Right. So yeah, because you lost both your arms.
Gallows humor so badly.
So
Post-mortem for this.
as you rush out to the dinghies to get back to the Mantis, which is the only ship, the Hawkins is gone. The Tarantula is gone.
One dinghy is gone.
No, there are the Marines. You'll have to kill both of them if you're going to try.
Done.
All right, this will combat.
What?
You do get the first.
He wants
I'll
to
spend
spend
3 on firearms on the first one.
Okay.
That'll be a 4.
All right, that will hit the first one.
2.
All right, you do not kill him. So
And then scuffling check to throw him
you
off.
cannot.
Okay, I shoot the
You
other
get
one.
one action.
Okay.
You realize the Marines are going to kill you, and you're going to be laying dead on a beach with
He's gone crazy. They both are
It's a
going
fair
to
cop.
draw their Webley
Not
revolvers.
necessarily to you, but to everything they've seen.
There's spend 2 to hit
And
you.
society is to blame.
4, that'll hit you. It's at close range, so it'll be a d6 for 5 damage.
-1.
All right. The next one will attack. He will also shoot you with his Webley.
And roll poorly.
Yes, he rolls poorly. Actually, he spent 2, he rolled 1, and you're at point blank range. You're right next to each other, so that's a 4. So that will hit.
Since when did Point Blank started being +1?
Didn't it? Wasn't
It's
it?
+2 damage
Oh, plus
Yeah.
2 damage. Okay, well, anyways, then you take 7 damage.
from the first one.
From
the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, -3.
All right. New round. Don't you have to make a consciousness check at that point?
Once you hit -6.
Oh, -6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's some.
I shoot the other one.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll.
Adding 3. Get 4.
Okay, roll
That
damage.
misses.
Because you're at the negatives.
You're in negative, so everything is 1 harder. So his effective hit threshold is 5.
So you miss.
Okay, so his threshold was 4.
Yeah,
He's
they're
a
both 4.
Marine!
Yeah, they're all trained soldiers.
Next.
Yeah. Okay, they both are going to shoot you.
John's
Spend
final death.
1.
had
So that will do 6 points of damage.
I'm at -9.
Now you have to make a consciousness check, DC 9.
You can't without dying.
Nope.
Yeah, so you pass out.
I did roll a 6.
But it was the 9 that you needed.
Maybe the Marines will be nice.
They they grab you, they see you, they think you've gone mad. They will take you back to arrest you. Let's see if they succeed, and they need a 4 or better to keep you from bleeding out. So all right, you die bleeding out.
Yeah!
All right.
Every character lost.
So
Perfect record.
Really?
Something like that.
It's a record of some fun.
So you ragged 3 survivors, 2.5. Get back to the Mantis with the warhead as the island. You see
No,
a
the
plume
warhead was with me.
of the 2
And the
Marines.
2 Marines.
Yeah, they're not going to leave the warhead in a dead body.
Yeah. Well, they might leave the dead body.
Yeah.
Fair cop.
No, they didn't realize he was dead until they got back on board. Because
For now.
Burial at sea.
Yeah, they kick you off.
Into the irradiated bay.
Yeah, there's a plume of smoke. The volcano's, is erupting.
Tony.
Unfortunately, despite the fact that fat is less dense than water, the bloated woman probably can't swim.
The bloated woman avatar is destroyed by it. It is not impervious to damage. It was just
Eventually,
highly.
those ticks of radiation.
Yes, and magma eventually do it in. So you managed to keep it from showing up, or at least popping its head up enough to make you all make sanity checks. So good job for that. But an unnatural fog begins to surround the ship as you begin to try and head back to Shanghai. As all of you stare off into the fog, you wonder if this is it or if this is simply. Yeah, you're still unconscious. So you're dreaming already. You realize you have defied the crawling chaos. It knows of you, and you will never know peace. Both of you, you look at your wounds, and your wound is miraculously healing quite well. It is months old already, and you realize now also that you're like the scars you got from childhood, from years ago, are not there. Your body is fresh, new. And you think back to... Do you try to think about, what would cause this? Or do you try and put it out of your head? Like what are your characters wanting to... What is their greatest desire now? To try and reclaim some sense of normalcy? To try to find out what happened? To escape from the forces of darkness? To try...
I'm moving to the country with my sister and that dog.
Okay, so you're trying to get normalcy back.
Yep.
What about you, Margot? Are you still... Are you done? Or is this...
Sylvie, go on adventure.
A woman of action with
Because
the
you realize realize you're on the threshold of understanding a greater mystery. It's just like something it's on the tip of your tongue. You just can't remember.
Sylvie and Margot are now Mulder and Scully.
Yeah.
It's the X-Files.
Do you dare try to figure out what has happened to you?
Sure, why not?
Okay. So you think back.
We're gonna become crusaders against the chaos for life.
And you think back to the ship that you woke up on, and you begin to think about the help of the Yithians, and you realize, no, there was no way you could have escaped from the Mountain of Black Wind. There was
Maybe
no.
when we had the bracelets?
Well, the bracelets, they helped. But you realize, how did the Yithians travel? They do not travel physically. They travel mentally. Their minds are catapulted through space and time into new bodies. They are different. You realize you did die. You simply sent your mind into a new body that the Yithians created for you. You have no idea how long this simulacrum will last. If you can reclaim a normal life, if it will fall apart in a year or a century. Are you immortal? You have no idea. But you begin to realize who the Yithians are. The Yithians were old even when they were here on Earth 100 million years ago or more. The Yithians have been here since the beginning of time. They are the keepers, the historians of time. The Yithians are not a species. They are not a race. They are a culture of scholars. And you realize if you wanted to, you are on the path to becoming a Yithian, to become one of them.
Call it now. That's what the Titans are.
Yeah.
They're Yithians propagated from Margot.
So you realize if you wanted to, you can delve into more cosmic mysteries to understand more of the universe, to become as them, to keepers of time, of history, and also to fight against the darkness, the chaos. But of course, it is not without cost. You would, of course, eventually give up your humanity. You would give up everything you knew. In fact, there is a price already. You wonder, how did they... What this body... It does... You've always felt a little awkward in this. Like it's not quite the same. Like the fingers are slightly too long or short, or maybe you're just misremembering things. You wonder, maybe was this even? How did they make? Did they get someone else's body and just give it to you? What happened to the person who was originally? The questions are endless. The Yithians themselves seem to take bodies, but they do. So that seems to be part of the price that they pay. But these are many questions to answer. So you. Realize your journey has only begun. But normalcy, a life, you can never return home. Maybe at least to live there. You were there now, a wanderer.
Ross, if you recycle Margot's character, you have to email us and post that so we can listen.
Oh, of course.
You're not going to follow the.
I'm going to try, but. With all the grace. I just want to make absolute sure
of course.
I hear this.
So that is the beginning of the quest of Margot. So Sulan, you return home. You flee from Shanghai into the countryside, at least as long as you can. Of course, China is not very calm during this era.
On the other hand, it's really big.
It is really big. It is a massive country.
I moved to Fiji.
You moved to Fiji. Oh, very good.
And become secretly the world's oldest woman.
Yeah.
Eventually.
In my hut.
But yes, because you there are times where you have peace, where you think you can almost forget what you've done and what you've seen. But every time a stranger, someone you don't recognize, has walked down the street, you clutch at the dagger you always hide on your person, or the pistol. You are never at ease. And what will happen to you, whether you will be able to die at peace in your bed, it remains to be seen. But occasionally you have dreams, strange dreams, where those from the past come to visit you and tell you of things that have come and are yet to arrive. So soon you are known as the strange lady at the end of the village. Some see you as a prophet or a seer or a medicine woman, but others see you as a witch or a curse. But yes, so that is the fate of Sulan.
So Sulan becomes Cersei?
Something like that.
She basically becomes yet another COC scenario.
Ally, enemy, that remains to be seen. But for Bill, Reggie's fate, all the lightning guns are drained, but the warhead did make it, which is a tremendous boon for the British Empire.
I hire two servant boys. One of them is called Righty, the other is called Lefty.
So you are inducted into as a consultant for Pisces. You spend your time reading the 7 cryptical books of Hassan until one night late in the 50s, near the end of your life, where unfortunately there was a burglary, there's a theft, and you were at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Wink.
Yes. But you contribute greatly to Britain's survival against the Nazi threat, and yes.
So I'm pretty sure, I don't know what the first 2 bits of my what I made, what the GM saw, what I played triptych would be, but I know what the third one would be.
And what would that?
It would be Colonel Gentleman dressed as a mythos sorcerer.
Yeah, I could see that. There is also an epilogue for poor Lydia. She awakes in a.
I thought she died.
She did die, but she awakes in the Dreamlands on the Plateau of Lane. Although she thinks she recognizes it, but then she sees her brother in the distance. But then as they walk towards each other, your brother sees Lydia and then draws his saber. Get away from me, monster! And slashes at you until he fades into the mist. So Lydia is spent the rest of eternity chasing for her brother who only sees her as a monster. Well, she did embrace Nyarlathotep, so... and she failed Nyarlathotep, so he is not a kind god.
So what about does Olivia get to hunt on the eternal plane?
Yes. No, she awakes with the call of the hunt underway, clutching a bow. So
sorry, I stole your weapon. But
he gives you a house, a strange house.
Yes,
in some strange afterlife, I tell the Yithians, I failed the last mission. I'm sorry. You can't use the warhead for what you had planned.
Yes. The Yithians collect some of the errant minds that have been wandering. Or find the Monsignor Killjoy's grave is visited one night. And he awakens in a strange place to serve as a consultant for another group. But yes, the world goes on. History goes on as it should be. The civilization. There is war. There is chaos, but there is still humanity. At least as far as your characters.
So victory.
Victory. Yes. This ends.
I mean, humanity's still around. I don't know if we won.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, it probably would have been. It would have been a lot worse. I mean, of course, with the warhead, the Britons create some destructive weapons that killed hundreds of thousands of people during the various wars and campaigns.
Sun never sets.
And of course, that weapon technology is stolen by the Soviets. And the Americans get a hold of it too. So
the Nazis almost did. Good job there.
Wait a sec. Okay, so radiation in this world is represented as glowing green rocks.
Mythos radiation is.
Okay, Mythos radiation, critically important then.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is this is a late conversion headcanon for Deadlands. Because glowing green mystic rocks is exactly the definition of a ghost rock.
That's one interpretation of it, yeah. So comments, suggestions. How'd you guys like the campaign? And we'll do a whole episode about this.
Yeah, I really liked it. So in the first kind of overall experience.
The what?
The Perimortem?
Yeah, the Perimortem, yeah. About this episode, about the finale battle.
I thought that was great.
Although I'm kind of interested almost just when we do the postmortem, how the previous group faced this, because
they all got blown up. I mean, they
succinctly put.
Their patron was the serpent person from London. So he resurrected a few of them. He resurrected a few of them, I think. But they did save the world too, but at a higher cost. because those also Call Cthulhu rules. So.
Yeah, they did use the painting, didn't they?
Well, they just signed up. Like, I like what you have to say. Can you help us out? So
Tom got sucked through.
Yeah, Tom was totally on board with that. So, with the serpent people.
Actually, at least I say
So that's why you sucked Killjoy, and you expected a duplicate.
No. They. I don't think they went into the paintings. They didn't look. They didn't like break into his house, or they didn't like. Break
The
into
living serpent person.
Yeah, the trap painting was hidden behind a locked door. Remember, and you.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
tried to throw a Molotov in.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, was this yours?
So if there's nothing else, we'll do the postmortem. But anyways, this has been a RPPR Call Cthulhu or Trail of Cthulhu campaign. We'll talk to you guys next time.